Yo, 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 what's up, y'all? What's cracking? What's cracking with everybody up out there, man? What's going on? Hope that everybody's having a wonderful day. Hope that y'all all, I'm glad that y'all all tuned in, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Let everybody know that we are live and we are up in this joint. We got this joint rolling right now. So, y'all see the thing. It's just champion. Champion. You could be a champion of many things. You could be a champion because somebody you won an argument with somebody. I champion you, the leader of something, because you have accomplished so much. So today we all are champions. That's why I wanted to do that, to say that you're a champion because you're here with me, because you chose to spend your time with me. So I coin you a champion because you're here with Sports with TruckinChubbzy and everybody else in the fam. All right. So feel like a champion today, kick back, relax, and let's get this damn thing rolling, right? So we all know, like I just said, it's championship football week. Got a couple of different matchups on the slate. I'll get some pulled up real quick for y'all so y'all can get a visual of those out there that's following along on YouTube. All right. Get this rolling real quick. Let me get this pulled up. I should have already had it pulled up, but you know, that's just how black folks is sometimes. That's just how we are. You feel me? Sometimes we like that. So Western Kentucky will be playing taking on Jacksonville State tonight. Now everybody else gonna come in with a whole bunch of other stuff, right? Once everybody come in, we'll discuss some more. And I already made the picks on these teams. I already had made a couple of picks with certain teams, and this team right here, I made a pick with. So I figured, all right, Western Kentucky. Let me start off with them. And I know I always come prepared. I hate to not be so prepared and to know everything what I need to know. So yeah, they led by head coach Tyson Helton. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. And they run an air raid offense. And I like it. I like the way they roll, but I cannot roll with this air raid over that multiple defense that Luke Olson running over there at Jacksonville State. They got some guys over there. I advise y'all to watch my video. I explained a lot about that defense over there on Jacksonville State and how many guys they got over there, all over the defensive line. I like their linebackers, a couple of their defensive backs. I think they on point all over the field. I think that look, Western Kentucky got an air raid type of offense, so I know that they can score. But when it comes to Jacksonville State, I just like their team all through, and they are 7-1 in the conference. They are number one in the conference. Jacksonville State playing at home, so they have the upper hand if you ask me. Let me get rid of that real quick. I did put the link to the chat up in there. I put the link to the show in there just now. Y'all can follow along. And then we got UNLV taking on Boise State. That's a huge one. UNLV taking on Boise State tonight is going to be huge because I believe if Boise State loses this game, it could shake a lot of things up in college football. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that Barry Odom is going to be able to lead his troops to Boise State and be able to beat them. But what I do believe, I picked UNLV to win this game. This will be the third meeting. Excuse me. Let me turn that off. But this will be the third time they're playing each other, right? The third time, and well, it's the second time. It's the second time they're playing each other. I'm tripping. My fault, y'all. But yeah, it's the second time they're playing each other, and I think that they got the upper hand this one. I think it's pretty simple. I'll get in a little bit more detail. I just think you just have to stop Aston Genty, but I think it's a little bit more than just stopping Aston Genty, right? You got to come out and you got to be able to they run a multiple scheme type defense over there with their defensive coordinator in UNLV. So they're going to match up whatever Boise State is going to throw at them. You know what I mean? And Boise State, that West Coast type of offense that they're running over there is fantastic, right? We've seen that, but he likes to use. They have a young quarterback, and I think that when they use that multiple scheme defense over there at UNLV, you want to put pressure on that young quarterback over there. That's a sophomore. He is a big boy, however, but still, he's been playing pretty good football. He has not turned the ball over a whole lot. Has not. I think he only threw like 3 interceptions. He has like 21 touchdowns or something like that. The last that I read his stats, but put some pressure on him, use that multiple scheme on that defense at UNLV to advantage. And I think that they got the upper hand. There's 3 guys on that team that need to step up tonight for UNLV, and I hope that they do show up. But I did choose them to win that game. and to come out and to shake some things up in college football. I don't know if um, the committee, because they've been the college football committee just been playing a lot of games this year. Let's just call it what it is, y'all. Like the college football committee, they just been playing so many games this year. We don't know what they're going to do, right? We don't know if the college football committee is going to put the Big 12 teams in there at that bye slot if UNLV wins this game or not. It seems like they got a big bias with the Big 12. And look, I don't know. All I could do is really speculate on the fact that a lot of these so-called professionals out here in these media pundits in the mainstream media world, they have gotten it wrong with the Big 12. I mean, but shit, we all did, right? I mean, they're not the only ones, it was just flipped upside down. But however, we're some of the guys out here that's not saying we don't have a problem what's going on with the Big 12. It's flipped upside down. We got it wrong, and other teams are stepping up. But they seem to think that these teams that were supposed to be at the bottom of the Big 12, now they're at the top of the Big 12. The Big 12 is just not worthy of having two teams in the college football playoff, and which shouldn't nobody be mad about that, right? I don't think that anybody should be really mad about that. But that's just how it is, and that's just how they rocking out. Now, Tulane and Army, when they play, I think they're playing tonight also, right? Or tomorrow. Yeah, they're playing tonight also. And Tulane and Army in that game, I think that's going to be more of a one-sided contest. I don't know that to be sure, just fact, because Cody Worley has been running that gun option over there at Army to perfection with that quarterback over there. What is it? Bryson Daly, I believe his name is, or something like that. The quarterback over there at Army, that can help me out with that. But yeah, he's been running that to perfection over there. That gun option that they coming out in over there, and I look, he like to run. He's the leading rusher on the team. He's almost the leading rusher in the American Athletic Conference. However, Tulane does have a true freshman quarterback that's been getting busy, and they got a running back over there, Malachi Hughes. Malachi Hughes has been toting the rock, doing outstanding over there. I hope that Greg Gasparano and that 425 over there at Fort Tulane that he runs on the defense for Tulane, I hope that he's able to bottle up Army. Excuse me, that's getting on my damn nerves. That fucking fan is getting on my damn nerves. That's the damn fan over there with that damn squeaking. I need to put some WD-40 on that damn fan. Motherfucker squeaking on me. But yeah. But I think that they'll be able to stop that. I think that's what they supposed to do, and I hope that Tulane is going to stop that, because I definitely picked Tulane to win. Moving on to some other games, just why other people jump up in here, let some other folks jump up in. All right, Iowa State. Now, Iowa State, I think that I picked them to win the Big 12. They got back in this championship game by the skin of their teeth. They let some games slip from them. I don't think that they should have, because they are a well-rounded football team. I really like what Matt Campbell put together up over there. I've seen some things. The reason why I picked them really was because of Rocco Beck. I'm gonna be honest. I like Rocco Beck. A lot of people aren't big on him. I see something different. Some people think that being a system quarterback is a diss to a quarterback, right? Or it's a negative trait to have within being a quarterback if you're a system type of guy. And I don't think that that is. It depends on your other traits going along with that, right? To me, it does. Like for instance, ball placement, or your footwork, your ability to read the defense before the snap. I think that goes hand in hand a little bit with me. That's just my opinion on how I feel with that, right? You said isn't Tulane's excuse me, I'm sorry. I got a Katie said, isn't Tulane's quarterback going to the portal? I don't I don't think so. I don't think so. I might have to look at that, but I don't think so. I haven't seen nothing up on that. But if he is, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't like that at all. He need to play that game in this championship game. I don't know, but they could be going to the portal. I don't know. That's something to know, though. Thank you for telling me that, though, Katie, because I'm not sure if he's going to that or not. But I'll have to fact check on that. Y'all can fact check me on that and make sure that you put the right information in the chat for me. I appreciate that hugely. But moving on with what I was talking about, where I would leave off at, oh yeah, I was talking about Iowa and what I was able to do over there. Now, Taylor Mouser, he's the offensive coordinator over there. They got a multiple type of scheme what they run on offense, right? They don't got no particular scheme like a gun option or spread option. They run multiple over there, Tyler Mouser, and on defense. And they got a hell of a staff over there. John Heacock over there on the defense. I think that both teams have been doing extremely well. Kenny Dillingham is no different over there at Arizona State. Y'all already see that offense and what Marcus Aurora is able to do with Sam Levitt over there from coming from Michigan State is phenomenal because you wouldn't think that that's Michigan State's old quarterback over there at Morgan Day. And I think they got two quarterbacks over there playing. I can't remember the other quarterback's name, but he's been getting some time too over there in that offense over at Arizona State. All right. I don't know neither, Katie, but you know what I'm saying? That's good to know though. I don't know if he went into it may be, I don't think it was the starting quarterback. The starting quarterback over there at Tulane is the true freshman quarterback, but I'm not sure. But that could be. It could be though. It could be. So just keep me posted on that out there, y'all. I appreciate that. Now, yeah, but like what I was talking, oh yeah, the defense and Marcus Aurora, the pro style offense that they running over there, and it's being led by Cam Scottaboo. Cam Scottaboo, big white boy over there getting busy. I don't know if there's a kind of bias or something with running backs out there or something. I don't know what y'all feel about that, but I don't know. Scottaboo, he's just been going off. Period. He's leading that. He's the engine that gets that whole offense going. Um, then you got Tyson over there catching deep balls and his route running is amazing. They got a pro style type of offense, and it seems when you got simple schemes in college, and when you're able to just to have a simple scheme when there's no gun option, spread option, or 4-2-5 type of defenses or something. To me, it seems like in my research that those particular offenses or defensive schemes do better. I know that has absolutely nothing to really what I'm talking about right now, but still, it just seems they just have a simple pro style type of offense over there, and they're running it perfectly. And I mentioned Marcus Aurora, the offensive coordinator over there at Arizona State, only because he's also works with the quarterbacks. And Sam Levitt is a quarterback, and he was looked down upon coming from Michigan State. I know a lot of people had a whole lot of hopes for what Sam Levitt was going to be able to do, but he's turned him around and got him looking like a totally different player. I mean, I guess you could do that with a lot of quarterbacks when you got a running back like Cam Scottaboo back there leading the troops to in and out of the end zone. But I think that's going to be a good one. But I guess, I don't know. I'll make my picks tomorrow morning. Y'all ain't gonna get me to make my picks, but I think it's gonna be a good battle because they run two different type of defensive schemes over there at Arizona State, and they've been doing it really well over there. So shout out to Kenny Dillingham in his first year having Arizona State going absolutely bonkers out there. I'm loving it what he's got working over there. Moving on to another game real quick. I'll get to talking about this. Oh yeah, some of y'all, I know y'all really don't care about the MAC and all that, but I follow all of college football, right? And Ohio, and this is the championship for the MAC. Ohio Bobcats and the Miami of Ohio. Big Ben Roethlisberger came from Miami of Ohio, so I love that school, and I got a little bit of thing for them. But the head coach over there at Ohio Bobcats, Tim Elbin, they running a multiple scheme offense over there. I think, and they played Syracuse really tough. If y'all can remember when they played Syracuse early in the year at Syracuse, they gave them a run for their money. They almost got that game, and they were led by that running back over there. And I don't know a lot of Colorado fans out there. Y'all familiar with Ryan Buell? He came from Ohio Bobcats. That team over there, Tim Albin, he always got those troops ready, but they are going into Miami of Ohio. That's going to be a rival game. It's going to be tomorrow. I think it's going to be a tough one. Chuck Martin better have Miami of Ohio ready to go, and we'll see what happens in that game. But I'll be making my pick tomorrow morning on that. We got Georgia, Kirby Smart taking on Steve Sarkisian. That's going to be a hell of a battle. I think that, look, you got Mike Bobo and so many other people that run that offense, and then so many other people that run that defense over there at Georgia. Therefore, this is a familiar foe. Texas had problems with them the first time, but I just don't think that it's going to happen. And I don't think that Cal Flood over there, the offensive coordinator with Texas, gets enough credit for dealing with Quinn Ewers and what he has Quinn Ewers looking like. I mean, Archie Manning, like granted, you may not like Quinn Ewers. Shout out to Solid Gold. He can't stand him. But at the same time, if Kyle Flood is able to do that with him at quarterback, imagine what he's able to do with somebody who's actually a quarterback back there. If you know what I mean, I don't think he gets enough credit for that offense. And I do think that Texas will roll away with this win, and Georgia drops to 10-3. I do think so, y'all. I mean, they at home, Longhorns. It is. They gotta rock with it. I can't even pronounce the defensive coordinator's name over there. What is it? Pete Kowalski? Is that how it is? Pete Kawakowski, Pete Kawaka, Pete Kawaka. You got me on that one, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I got me. You got me on that one. Pete Kowalski. That's what I'm gonna say his last name is. But that's the defensive coordinator over there at Texas, and I think he got some good things rolling over there, bro. And they gonna stomp Georgia out. That 4-2-5 they got rolling over there. Now, where else am I at? Okay, now Marshall and Raging Cajuns, Louisiana Raging Cajuns for the Sun Belt Championship. Charles Huffley and Marshall over there. I'm sure y'all familiar with that air raid offense over there. A lot of people know them for Randy Moss. Yeah, we know that Randy Moss doing their thing, but what you know about Jason Seymour, though. I don't know if y'all really know about this cat, man, over there with the multiple defense over there about Marshall. They've been looking pretty good. They took a couple of hard L's in the beginning of the year, but they have been rolling ever since. They lost a tough one to North Texas earlier this year. I actually watched that game, and it was close, man. It was a shootout. Chandler Morris, it was going back to back with Marshall. They was going back to back. The game went all the way to the end. I'm talking about the last couple seconds of that game was all the way through. It was a good game, high scoring game, but nonetheless, it was exciting. A lot of scoring in that. But the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, they just have been really playing tough defense, man. The coach over there has had them playing crazy, man, and their defense over there, they're just running a simple 3-4 scheme. And Jim Salatigo is the defensive coordinator over there, and he's had that defense on point with the Raging Cajuns, and they got the advantage of being at home. So I'll probably be leaning more towards the Raging Cajuns, but I think that obviously all these championship games should be good. These are the teams who deserve to be in there. But just to give y'all a little bit of fill in on some of these teams and what to look forward to with them. Now, we already know about James Franklin and Dan Lanning. So, I mean, there really ain't much to talk about there. I just think that Penn State, their offensive coordinator is him. I cannot pronounce his last name. I'm not even going to try. I just know his first name is Andy, but he's him. He is him. And I think that he'll be probably up for a job soon. Um, if James Franklin can't put it together against Oregon, man, I think you start questioning his future. I think you start questioning his future up at Penn State. Granted, Penn State wins 10 games, 9 games every year, but now there's no more legends in the East West let me just break this down in simpler, lamest terms. There's no more Big Ten West, Big Ten East. You know what I'm saying? There's no more of that. Now it's just 16 Big Ten teams, and now you don't know who you're going to play. So they're probably going to have to play Oregon, Washington, and Michigan, Ohio State, and UCLA. They're up on the rise under Deshaun Foster. So look, it's the competition just got so much bigger, and they might be thinking about getting him up out of there if he can't get past Dan Lanning in Oregon. I don't think the loss will do anything to Oregon if they did lose to Penn State, but I don't see how Oregon can lose to Penn State. But I ain't still not gonna make my pick. That should be a hell of a battle right there. Penn State in the 4-2-5 defense ran by Tom Allen. I think that he got everything to do. The defense ain't the problem. I don't think the offense is. I just don't know. They just don't have enough firepower on that offense at Penn State to get past that Taj defense over there. They just got it, man. That 4-3-4-2-5 scheme that they running in Oregon is just crazy to me. Last but not least, we got Rent Lashley taking on Dabo, man. I think that's going to be a fire battle right here, man. I think that's going to be a super fire battle. Clemson and SMU. A lot of people's leaning towards SMU in this one. I think that I'm not really not gonna make my pick, but I think Dabo will have them ready to play against SMU. I think this is a good fight. This, you know how a lot of us out here say that style makes fights. You get a certain type of style of defense, a certain type of style of offense going against each other. And I think this is exactly what this is for the ACC crown in Clemson and SMU. So, hey, man, I'll be making my picks tomorrow morning, but y'all make sure y'all here, man. But bring y'all ass up in here. Let's get up on the floor. Let's get these panels rocking, man. I put the link to the chat up in there, man. Let's go, man. I put the link to the show up in there. Let's get it just popping real quick. You dig? What up, Raw?
What's
What up,
up?
fam? Hey,
What's
let me
up,
get you
man?
up here. Ain't shit,
What's
man.
up, man?
Ain't
Hey,
shit, fam.
my bad. I know I was a little late. Yeah, I was
You
man, had to
good? You
finish up
good?
some
I
things.
just got finished with my little preview, my little soliloquy. Anyway, we good.
Hey, man, I just want to say, man, appreciate you again, man, for getting me across the highway. Tell your boy, I appreciate it too, man. Hey, it's
Oh
all fun
yeah, oh
doing it, man.
yeah. I told Shad you appreciate him and all that good stuff. Shad, he's somewhere around. He Shad going to school, writing books, taking care of babies, and he be doing it all, bro.
Yeah, oh, okay then. Yeah, Chad, yeah, he sound like some intellectual ass cat. So yeah, okay,
Yeah.
writing books, I can see that.
Yeah, he got a couple of books, man. Got some dope books, man. I'm about to reread another one, man. I like it. That's like he got a couple of joints. I bought them, so he do got them. I think he got a couple for sale. I'm not sure though. I don't want to put them out there, and he ain't, and you know what I'm saying. And he ain't got the product. You feel me?
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. So
What's
I just came in, you know what I'm saying? Jumped out the shower, bro. I came in here. What's up, Cliff? I was just man, so what do you think about it though? I mean, what you think about it? I mean, is there any games that's of interest to you this coming up weekend?
all of them is interesting to me for real, bro. I like all the games that's up there. I like all of college football, raw. I like all them games for real. All of them are
Yeah.
interesting, but the biggest game to me, I think for real, the two other, the two biggest games obviously is the four biggest programs up there. But yeah, I want to see what Texas and Georgia gonna look like, man. I want to see. I do want to see that game. Yeah, I want to see that game, raw. So yeah, there is a game, and it's Texas and Georgia. I definitely want to see what Stark is going to do versus Kirby. I want to see what they about to put up.
You know,
Well, how about
I
you?
yeah, strangely, man, I don't even think I don't think it's a big I don't think that's a big game. I ain't really I don't like okay.
What up, Cliff?
Me, I just don't think it matters, bro. I just don't think the game matter. I guess that's why I ain't really excited about it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think. I mean, because if one program loses, what does it mean? Nothing. I
Right.
mean, when you got head
True
coaches
enough.
literally, and I think I mentioned this to really. I mean, when you got head coaches literally talking about not wanting to play in the game, to me that by definition says that the game doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because if it made that big of a difference, nobody would be trying to duck the game, right? So when Lane
that's a
Kiffin,
fact.
right, Lane Kiffin, when he come up there and say, "Man, I talk to coaches, bro," they like, "Hey, I wouldn't even play. Honestly, we ain't even got to play in the game." When he's saying that, bro, and let's be honest about it, he's not referencing Mississippi State coaches.
Yeah,
You're right. He ain't talking about him. He talking about, he talking about coaches that actually have an opportunity to play in the game. And I
that's a
think he was
fact.
a
He
little
did
bit,
say that.
yeah, and I think he was just a little bit overly honest. And I don't think people picking up what he putting down. So if coaches are saying that verbally, then that tells me that they don't really care nothing about it. Now, Texas fans, right? They like it. They think it's a big deal because Texas first year in there.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I mean, so you either gonna be the 2 seed or the 5. I'd rather be the
That's it.
5 anyway.
That's a fact. Because you in there anyway. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you
But I
right.
be forgetting that about them things. But I just said that though for real. Like when if Penn State beat Oregon, that's not going to change anything with Oregon, right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I don't think nothing changes with Oregon. It don't
right.
it changes nothing. It's just the winner of the Big Ten, conference. It's not like they eliminated out the college football playoff because they lose.
hmm I,
You
I
know.
think I teased some people off yesterday. If I was Dan Lennon, I'd lose that game.
Mm,
I mean,
why is that?
I don't know how the game is. I don't know how the final playoffs is gonna look. But I would rather be a 5 seed than a 1 seed
Why you get that extra bye with the one seed? But why? Go ahead and explain that,
because the
bro.
first game gonna be a bye anyway. So okay, you play Arizona State, bro. That's a bye. That's a bye game, right? That's the game that y'all was arguing about that. SEC playing on the backside of the conference. I mean that's playing a Division II team. I mean, hey, bro, let's just be honest about it. You you are. Okay, let me ask you this. Let me just I don't be straight up with me. Would you
Mm-hmm.
rather? Let me ask you a question. Would you rather just how the polls are right now? Would you rather play 2 games where you got to play Arizona State and Boise State to get to the Final Four, or would you
Mm-hmm.
rather have to, if you Oregon, or would you rather have to play the winner of the Tennessee Ohio State game? Which path would you choose to get to the
The
Final
first
Four?
pass for sure. For
Yeah,
sure, the first pass.
exactly,
It's the easier path.
exactly, bro. Yeah,
But the other day, I think I was arguing that's having them on your regular 12-week schedule though. You know what I'm saying?
hmm?
Instead of like a Mercer. But I get what you're saying though, Raw. I definitely get what you're saying there. Like, ain't no point in having them there. Like, it really don't mean nothing. But so this UNLV and Boise game. Now, I tried to look into it, but I don't think that they gonna change nothing with the Big 12, Raw. I don't think that, like, even if UNLV wins this game, Boise is out. That's the only game that really that matters, right? Boise's out of the playoff.
I think Clemson and SMU matters. I think if Clemson dog walks SMU, they out the play. SMU's out the playoffs.
Do you think that's possible for Clemson to do that? I do,
Oh
but
yeah, I got Clemson dog walking.
oof.
Yeah, they gonna dog walk them.
I know a lot of people out there because they hound Lashley right now.
Bro,
SMU boy, they riding them boys nuts like crazy, boy.
they gonna dog.
Boy,
I can't see it. I just think they're gonna dog walk SMU. I could be wrong. I mean, that's fine. Hey, I ain't Blackstradamus.
right?
I, I just think Clemson gonna dog walk them, bro.
Yeah, I think Dabo and them. I think Dabo gonna have them boys ready to play too, man. I don't think that it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a good contest. But so who get in? So if that do happen, then who gets in there now?
That'll probably solidify. That'll just solidify Alabama at that point.
Okay. But
See,
we still
the
don't know
problem.
what's going on with this UNLV and Boise game. That's the other
Well,
game that we don't know about.
but that's a wash. Whoever win the game, that's who's gonna get in. Right? It
Okay.
don't. I
So
mean,
UNLV get in. All right.
right,
So it
right.
don't really shake nothing up.
No, it don't.
So
It
what
just
you
that.
so what you
Yeah,
thinking about that one? You think UNLV got a chance? I picked UNLV already, bro.
yeah. They could.
That was a dump.
Yeah, they could win. I. It's up to me. UNLV, Boise State. As far as we talking about the playoff goes, what's the difference? They gonna get
Really?
dog. They gonna get dog walk anyway when a team play them.
Yeah, whoever get to play them, they gonna
Yeah,
dog walk them. Period.
right. And if you Oregon,
Period.
you want that. Or if you
You know,
Oregon, bro, you would love to play Arizona State and Boise State, bro.
that's a fact. That's a fact. This, you know what I'm saying? Just get your walk that back path up there rather than playing those
Yeah,
tough
bro.
teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting banged up playing a tough opponent like Tennessee with that defense that they got. Yeah, for sure. For
And
sure.
Ohio State. Do you like Oregon barely escaped Ohio State in the regular season? You want to play them?
Hmm.
You want to give them a second try
Mm-mm.
that early in the playoff?
Absolutely not.
Man? No, bro. I wouldn't want to play them. No,
Absolutely
no.
not. I gotta get that. I gotta get that bracket pulled up. What's
Here, I
what's the
got it
site
right here,
that
bro.
you use?
Here you
Oh,
go.
you
I got
got
it.
one. All right, go ahead, put it in the back, and I'll put it up for you, and I'll put the bracket up. Um, but when we was in the court, the whiz up in the court the other day, right? And Law Dog had posted something up in there, man. I ain't asked him, but I wanted to I wanted to talk about that, man, because I thought that was a little bit interesting. I don't know, some people might have thought it was stupid, but I thought it was interesting. The extended bracket that he had made up or whatever. But I gotta holler out Law, though. I don't want to pull up and not give him credit, even though I'm giving him credit now. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He,
I don't.
he had
I don't know, man. I didn't. I saw it. Was it different? I didn't see it. Was it different? Oh no, he got it with all them teams in it.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
was an extension. It's like, you know what I mean, it's just a extended bracket of, like, if there was, what I think it was 20. Damn, how many teams was it? I can't even remember how many teams it was. I don't know if I know it was more than 12. I think it was like 24 teams or 22 teams or something like that, a 22 team bracket or something like that. But Law Dog had made it up, or you know what I'm saying? I want to give credit to Law Dog, but when he pop up in here somewhere, then I'll ask him, can I pull it up? You know what I'm saying? And I'll get it pulled. But
Man, just pull
until
it up.
then,
Just pull it
you
up if
said
you
what?
got it. Just pull it up if you got it.
All right. Cause
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I ain't trying, my man.
No,
All
you
right.
good. Just pull it up, bro.
Facts. All right. Let me get it pulled up. It was like I thought it was a little interesting. That bracket is like a makeshift 20 something extended playoff bracket or something
Yeah, bro.
with some hood rules. Let me see. Let me get it. See if I could get it pulled up right here. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, bro. Hey, and I think Jack Boy got a good point. Yeah, I mean, I don't really. Yeah, Cam. I agree with about half of what he say, but yeah, I agree with Cam, man. Hey, bro, I don't want to see that. And they
What
kept
Cam
talking.
say?
Nobody want to see no Boise State in the playoff. I'm like, yeah, I mean, he ain't lying. I just, bro,
That's a
bro.
fact. I think they should
Yeah,
have
he's
a,
like,
I
hey,
think they should have
he
their own
said,
bracket, bro.
he said, man, nobody want to see Arizona State in the playoffs. Hey, but what funny? Let me tell you what's funny about that though. I was like, it's funny that he say, don't nobody want to see Arizona State in the playoffs. If he had flipped it to Colorado, if Colorado had lost two, he wouldn't have said that.
You think so?
He wouldn't have said that. No, he wouldn't have said that.
He high on them. You
When
think
they all of a
who you
sudden,
want? Speaking of Colorado, right? I'm segue over to them real quick because I get who you think Colorado or who you think Colorado should play in a bowl game, or who do you want to see Colorado play in a bowl game?
man, you know how I feel about bowls, bro. I, I don't care.
I
Whatever
mean,
making
because
them.
obviously he's playing the starter, so I mean, this bowl game kind of it means something to them, to that school right now, saying they haven't won nothing. So, I think this one is a little different, Raw. I know how you the wrong person to ask about that. But
Yeah,
how
I'm a
y'all
bad
feel
person.
about that in the chat?
Well, let me say this. Let me just say this. Let me speak for other people's perspective. Couple things. Let me cover a couple of them. First off, the problem with Bowles and what you're saying about it is this: is that let's say CU end up playing somebody like I know it ain't gonna happen. I got to pick an ACC team because I think that's the closest
I
thing.
don't want to see him play BYU.
Let's say SMU get kicked out. Let's
Mm-hmm.
say SMU loses, they get kicked out, and then I think the Holiday Bowl matchup. I think it's ACC versus Pac-12. So let's say they could play SMU.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the best game they can play. Let me tell you why.
Mm.
Because SMU probably wants to win the bowl game. And Coach Prime already said that these players are gonna play. So I think you may can get some out of that game. But playing somebody like South Carolina, playing somebody like Florida, playing well, not Florida, but because Florida ain't good enough. But Texas A&M playing them teams, bro. The problem I don't want to see that. Why? Because half of that Texas A&M South Carolina team ain't gonna play. They're gonna be in the portal. So if Colorado dog walk them, then people gonna be
Mm-hmm.
talking about, see, we beat the SEC school. No, you didn't. You won an exhibition game that didn't nobody play in. But on the flip side, I also don't really want to see him watch him play another Big 12 opponent.
Come back up,
I
Cliff.
think that's
Come back
boring.
up, Cliff. That's my fault.
Yeah, I think that's boring. So
I don't,
I don't.
that's
It don't really
crazy.
do me
I
no.
don't want to see him play. I really don't. I mean, I think SMU, Miami, Ole Miss, or
But see, you don't want to see him
I
play.
because
Why would you want to watch him play Ole Miss if Jackson Dart don't play or their best defender don't play? What you getting out of that?
I'm hoping because Raw, look, that I'm hoping that the other team starters would play because Shador and Travis is playing in this game. Shador, Travis, Shiloh, and their whole team is playing. So I'm hoping that's going to entice the other team to there's other starters to say, okay, we're gonna come out in this bowl game, and since it means something to y'all, we're gonna play in it too. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that happens, Raw. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but you're right though. If Jackson Dart and no man gonna play, I probably wouldn't want to see that game. But I want to see a good I want to see them play a good opponent, man. I want to see them, you know what I'm saying? I want to see Travis get busy on some
If
good
you want to see
talent.
him
You know
play
what I
a
mean?
good, yeah, if you want to see him play a good opponent, then they need to play SMU. They need to play uh, Indiana, but they're not. But they need to play them teams that just all of a sudden showed up into the national landscape. They need to play them because more than likely some of their players might play. But again, bro, by the time the bowl hit, the portal is gonna be, bro. Teams are gonna be dismantled. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, think about it now. How many people already talking about they've been going to the portal? I've already seen two or three cats, two of the three of the best players on some teams already say they are in the portal.
All right.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Hey, that's crazy. See, that's why they got to jump in the portal right now. And that's what I'm saying. But I want to see them play somebody that's why I want to see them play that team. But he said, what would it mean if they were to lose to a SEC school that doesn't have all of their starters?
Yeah, then you just playing a regular team. That ain't the same. It's not the same, bro. I mean, okay. I ain't look, but see, people think I just look at it one way. I'm not gonna hold Colorado accountable if a couple of their players don't play in the game. Like if some of them dudes, let me see, who was good that can hit the transfer portal? Who they leaning on? I don't know any one of them, but let's say a
Yeah.
starter hit the transfer portal, bro. I'm gonna be like, man, that matters. That
Right.
matters. So I'm giving grace to everybody.
It do.
Yeah, I'm giving grace to everybody, man.
Oh,
So
shit. I mean, I definitely want to see him play somebody, man, of some validity. I want him to play some kind of competition and hope that somebody stays in the playoff, or the team stays together. But you're right, they got to hit the portal. The portal open. When did the portal opened on that? Opens on the 8th, right? Or it
is that when
closes
it
on the 8th.
is that when it opens?
I think so. Y'all fact check me out there. Chat. When the portal open, what, the 8th, right? I think somebody
So
they
so is
the portal open the 8th,
Ryan
or does
Buell,
it?
he graduated then?
Ryan Bull, I
Is he
think was
graduated?
he a senior? I think he's a senior, man. The ninth,
And
the
Morgan Pearson,
ninth,
he didn't graduate because they showing in the portal.
the ninth raw is when it opened up. The portal
Mm.
opened on the ninth, so we won't know until Monday what's going on in the portal. What team? Well, people gonna start hitting the portal, but yeah, the ninth is when you're gonna see a mass exodus of whoever's leaving their teams, and no, it opens. Okay, so it opens on the 8th or the ninth. Okay,
So
so
they
it
can get
opens
in the
on the 8th.
portal.
So yeah, so
So they
then
can
we'll
get in
see
the portal.
everybody out
Well, they can get in the portal now because Morgan
there. Yeah,
Pearson
they
in the
can.
portal,
Yeah,
Ryan
they can
Buell
jump
in
in
the
the portal
portal,
now.
the Taylor's in the portal. But I don't know if but are they seniors? I mean, did they graduate? I don't know, bro.
I
I
don't.
pay
I don't
less
know
attention
neither.
to
I don't
portal.
know if Buell. I don't know if Buell did neither. So, but that's something I haven't even really thought of. But I was hoping that they would already have released the bowl schedule. The bowl schedule won't be released until what, the ninth or something like that. What, next Tuesday or something, right? Bowl game. Like when do they start announcing the bowls? What up, Cliff?
It'll be after the
What up? What
national
up?
championship games. What's up,
So
Cliff?
after the all right,
What's happening, Raw?
What's up,
ain't
man?
nothing. What's up? What's up? What you adding in? Cliff, go ahead. Cook. Let's what's up?
Nothing much. You know what was funny, and somebody brought this to my attention. If we had the old rule, it's crazy what four teams would be playing if we were in a 14 playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my take on it is, I want eight. They talking about moving to 14. I do like the format now,
Mm-hmm.
because it gives other teams chances to go out and prove if they're good enough to win it all. That's the only thing I like about it. I'm really intrigued with these conference championship games. Number one is Boise and SMU. But I think the most watch is going to be and I don't know if you all agree with me, Rawhide and Trucking, is that Clemson game, because I think they were saying that they may change a few spots of people getting in
Mm-hmm.
if Clemson wins. So what do you think? If Clemson wins, SMU is out of it totally?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
So
they out.
that's the real one. The one that I had up was like this makeshift one that we had that Law Dog had made up. But I'll talk about that later. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I saw that one with all. I think it was like 24 teams total.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
gonna talk about it. I thought it was interesting. So I
So
was gonna,
so as the poll has it, like those four teams that's getting the bye, if that wouldn't be the four teams that would be playing for the championship, the four teams would be Texas, Oregon, Penn State, and Notre Dame. Which I kind of agree with people. Some people may be interested in a little bit of Penn State and Notre Dame because of the legacies. Um, don't know how competitive it would be, but
I
that
think
would be crazy to only have one SEC team. Which I got, hey, I can give Raw his little credit. I feel like a couple of teams, could be there. I'm not saying no 4 or 5 though. I'm still standing on that
I
because
wonder
Rawhide is a cult member.
I wonder what people what do Kenobi mean by that, Raw? What do you think Kenobi means by that? People keep moving the goalposts. I had that up there for a
I don't
while.
know.
And I don't mean
If
to
he's
cut
talking
you
about the
off, Cliff.
chat. I don't know if he's talking about
No,
the chat or if he's talking about us. I
it's
don't
talking
know.
about us.
Oh, I don't
So
know what he's talking
well,
about.
I don't know. But if Boise, and then Nick B said if Boise win a playoff game and a Big 12 win a playoff game, what are people going to say then?
What
Hey,
now?
they
What
they
now?
they 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 were the better team that day. What else can you say?
I don't think you can say much, but said I. And then also Nick B said, I hate when people act like the SEC or the Big Ten teams can't be beat.
See, I think. See, people are notorious as doing this, just looking at the result and act like the result is proof of the concept.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, anybody can beat anybody.
That's a
Just
fact.
because anybody beats somebody doesn't mean that they are better than that team at the time that you pick the teams. Which means that you have to account for everything. You can't go into it thinking, well, let's just put any team in there. I mean, if you want to use the logic, any team can beat any team, then just throw anybody in there. Right? But that ain't how it works. So since it don't work like that, what you do is you look at them and view the teams and you decide in your own way who is better than the next. But anytime you start using words like deserve or well they beat the people in front of who they played, all them things, when I hear people say that, all you telling me is that team ain't the best 12.
Mm-hmm.
You making an excuse for the best 12. Anytime I hear that, bro. Anytime I hear about, well,
Mm-hmm.
they beat who was in front of them, I said, you just told me you don't even think they the best team. You told me that.
I say that a lot.
Because your only defense is they beat the teams that they played. But that's not how you do it. That's not how college football has ever been done. It's never been done that way. It has always been a group of people looking at the body of work and making a decision based on if they think that team is good or is better or worse than the other. It's always been that way.
And I think it's a huge deal for SEC teams to be beat. Piggyback off of what you just said, Raw. I agree. And piggybacking off of what you just said, I think a lot of people, it's a big deal because SEC teams, you look at all the early signees, right? They all the 5 stars went to what 2 conferences? They went to the Big Ten or SEC.
Right.
That's, you know what I mean? All the 5-star recruits went to either an SEC school or a Big Ten school. So I don't think that they can't be beat. I just think it's a big deal. If I think it's kind of like, okay, it says something about your team if you're able to get a win over one of those top Big Ten or a top SEC school.
Trucking, somebody made a valid point and it kind of flew over my head. And I think this is why Raw makes the point with the SEC
Mm-hmm.
is because, yes, they get the 5-star and the 4 stars. So when we talk about injuries at certain positions, the SEC replaces that starting 5-star with another possibly 5-star or 4-star. We go to other schools, they may be replacing that 5-star with a 3-star. So the depth and things of that nature is totally different. And I get that, which that does make a lot of sense to me.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the talent level as far as depth can stay the same in the SEC. But most of these other teams with their depth, the talent level won't stay the same. It's going to be a drop off.
And which why I think it's kind of a big deal, because they actually, that means that coaching staff actually had that team ready to play on every level, and you know what I
Right.
mean, at every position, you know. So that's why I like that, you know, and they measure that. But you know, to see, I mean, to go back to the original question, who do we think Colorado should play in a bowl game? And Raw made a valid point. I don't know why I haven't thought of it. You know what I'm saying? But I can got kind of airheaded sometimes at point. But half of the team might not be there. So really, it's like, you know what I mean. So because you want to see the number 1 and number 2 pick play somebody in a bowl game, but it very well may be that they might not play. They'd be playing all backups. You know what I mean? So if you're a true, you know, cult member or, you know, super fan of Colorado, you like, we can't win or lose in this situation, because if we go to the bowl, we went to the bowl game, and it means something to obviously to Dion in Colorado. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to have his starters out there, but they might be playing a team who's depleted, that ain't got everybody there. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy work. But
y'all know how I feel about Oregon, right? Y'all know how I feel about Oregon.
yeah,
But the same argument I'm making for some of these SEC teams is the same, or I would make the same argument for Oregon today. If Oregon also played, let's say for instance, Oregon dropped the game. Let's add did Oregon play Penn State? Okay, let's add Penn State to their schedule, right? Let's say Oregon beat Ohio State, lost to Penn State, right? Got beat by Penn State, and let's say they got beat by Illinois. I'm still going to beat the drum for Oregon because they beat Ohio State. See, to me, I got to see you. For a team, they need to show me how good they are, right? That's what they need to show me. If you're trying to make an argument for your team and your argument is about another team's losses, then you lost the argument. How many times do we hear people say, well, this 3-loss team shouldn't be in because this other team, look who they lost to. I'm like, bro, once you go down that path, you already lost the argument. You already saying that team ain't good. Because all wins and losses ain't created equal. So tell me about the big win you had. Tell me about when you got on the field and you showed me you one of the best 12 in the country. Tell me that. Give me the game. I shit on Notre Dame, but at least Notre Dame can say, I beat Texas A&M. They can say that. SMU can't say none of that. They can't say that. Arizona State, they can't say that. Unfortunately, that's the problem with Miami right now. They never got a win that they can say, my win is against a team that 99.9% of y'all can't beat.
right.
That's the difference.
There's a couple of teams in the playoff
I hear
like
it all
that,
the time, bro. I heard this.
Raw, there's a couple of teams like that. I've said that. I've said that before, Raw, and I think because of Miami, like Indiana, for instance, like I don't think Indiana really got one of those wins, man.
No, they don't. That's their problem too. I heard a dude on Locked On Pac-12, bro. He talking. motherfucker, excuse me. The dude said, what's the difference? Who that team he was talking about in a 2-loss Pac-12? I mean, Big 12, and a 3-loss Alabama team or Ole Miss team. I'm like, because he's speaking of what Brent Yarmichael said, if I'm saying the name right.
Mm-hmm.
First off, no, they think y'all, okay, let me think. When they be doing this, they think y'all dumb. That's what it is. Brent Yarmichael, whatever the commission name, hey man, I like what you're doing a good job, but bro, do not try to run no game on me. This dude is trying to run game. Like, the Big 12 has played 70-something% of Power 4 opponents. Bitch, all 74 opponents ain't the same. 74%, it ain't the same. Don't do that, bro. But see, they think y'all dumb, and they gonna say, and then they look at that, and they gonna say, well, we played a higher percentage of Power 4 opponents than the other one. Who cares? You played Arizona State, BYU, Houston, Utah, Kansas. Can you please name Ohio State? Brother, just give me, hey, I like Penn State, but they ain't them teams. Can you name a Penn State, bro? Fuck all that. Can you even name a Clemson? You can't even name a Clemson in that 74%.
Out of the Big 12
name a
thing?
Clemson in the 74%.
In the Big 12?
No, I'm talking about his point that he was making about the level of competition. We play a large percentage of bro, but they all trash. What does that mean? I mean, he's saying it like all powerful opponents are the same. This nigga, he out there talking like they played Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama, Penn State. Bro, they trying to make it sound like that's what they did. I'm like, who you think you talking to?
Hey, playing so.
Oh my God, bro, they think y'all stupid, bro. I'm telling you, y'all, every people eating that shit up. Supposed to be eating, man. Yeah, look at all the Power 4 opponents they playing. I'm like, mother. Guess what, bro? If you're in the SEC, you play Mississippi State. You play a lot of Mississippi States. You play a lot of Auburns this year, bro. You're not a good team, and that's the SEC, bro. You're not one of the top 12 if that's all you played. You ain't. Bro, Georgia beat potentially the ACC champ, and they scrapping to get into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They beat potentially the ACC champ. Now, some people say, well, Rawhide, BYU beat SMU. Bro, SMU was G5 last year. What you talking about? That program ain't established.
They came straight out of the G5.
Hello, let me ask you this question. At what point, how many years does it take for the G to wear off? Because you're going to sit there and convince me that SMU is a Power 5 school and they was G5 last year. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. You ain't going to never convince me of that. They're a G5 school, bro. The G don't wear off in 1 year. The G don't wear off in 2 years. The G don't wear off in 3 years. Bro, get out of here, bro.
How many it take?
How'd you change the P from a G to a P? All of a sudden, you good. Get the fuck out of here, bro. And Brent Yarmichael saying the same thing. Look at all the Power 4. Look what we did, bro. You played Houston, UCF, which I'm disappointed in. Bro, what we talking about? BYU. I'm sorry, man. It just bothers me, bro. That right there.
Nah, you good, man. Cook, dog. Cook.
That bothers me, bro. It's the dumbest shit, bro. They think you stupid, bro. They think you ain't got enough sense to figure this out and think what you saying makes sense. How can a G5 get a bye over us? That's what he said. I can tell you why. Because you're a G5. You ain't the people in the people in there making the decisions ain't dumb. You think they dumb? He thinks they're dumb, bro. He think they don't know that UCF just recently was G5, just recently. Houston, Cincinnati.
Man,
Come
on
bro.
up there, Nick B.
What are we talking about, bro?
Nick B said, so what? TCU had a weak schedule to y'all standard in 2022 and beat Michigan in the playoffs, contrary to them getting beat by Georgia any given Saturday because that same Michigan team won the championship next year.
It ain't about who can win on any given Saturday. It's about the best 12. You don't pick them. You don't pick teams based on if you can win on any given Saturday. That's okay. There's a totally difference between the best 12 and saying a team that can win on any given Saturday. A team that can win on any given Saturdays is all 133. The best 12 is only 12.
That's a fact. Who's your best 12 right now, Raw? I know that's something to think about, but who's your best 12, Raw, right now that you could think of off top?
The best 12 teams in college football?
I mean, right now. Yeah, just hypothetically speaking, like who's your top 12 right now?
In college football. I would go the best 12. Let me see. I'm looking at the rankings now. I could probably go Oregon, Texas, Penn State, Georgia, Ohio State. No particular order.
Okay.
Georgia, Ohio State, Tennessee, Alabama. How many did I name? Ole Miss. Well, hold on. Let me go from the bottom. Ole Miss, Alabama, Tennessee, Ohio State, Georgia, Penn State, Texas, Oregon, Notre Dame,
Tennessee,
Miami. Yeah, I said Tennessee.
Okay.
And probably South Carolina.
I like South Carolina. I like South Carolina.
It'd probably be that. It'd probably be them 12.
All right. I ain't mad at that 12.
Yeah, it'd probably be them 12. So
I ain't mad at that 12. I think that's a hell of a playoff right there.
I think that's a hell of a playoff. So I kicked out SMU, Indiana, and
Arizona State.
Yeah. Kicked them out.
And Boise, right?
Right. I don't think
those 4 you took out.
Yeah, obviously. Right. So
right.
There you go. Let me think.
Check out
that 12, I don't. Now, if it's on any given Sunday, those 3 that I kick out, yeah, you're right. They could beat them. They could. But I think those teams that I named would be favored in any game that they play against the ones I named.
Why does BYU having a battle is just crazy? Like, so, all right. So, with all that you just said, Raw, and I'm with you here, right? But so Boise State should have a bye week over a Big 12 team.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't they?
I don't think that I don't think Boise State can beat Arizona State.
Why not?
I don't think that they can hang with them.
Okay,
I don't think that Boise State could beat Arizona State.
Look, I know you don't know about heart. Boise State lost to Oregon by 3. It's just one game.
Yeah, just one.
Give me a win from the games that. Here, hold on. I'll pull it up. Who you said they can't beat? You said you think Arizona State.
I got it.
All right, right here, Arizona State. That loss that Arizona State had by 3 to Oregon. Name a better win on Arizona State's schedule game they played.
Arizona State, right?
Yeah.
That they've played.
Yeah, the games they played. Give me a better win than Boise State's loss.
A better win than Boise State's loss
Lost
on
to
their
Oregon.
schedule.
Yeah.
A better win than Boise State's loss on their schedule. See, it's tough to like see. It's crazy because see these teams were supposed to be good though,
But they're not.
and that's the fucked up part right there because the beginning of the season everybody had Utah, Oklahoma State, Kansas
they're not
being the
good though.
front runners for the conference.
Right,
But
they're
they're
not
not.
good though.
They're not. But so
Right.
so this year, and that's it, that's what fucks up this whole thing though. You know what I mean? To sit there and say that, like for me to pick a team to lose because there's really not. You know what I mean? They only played the one SEC team, and that's Mississippi State. There's really not a win on there that I can compare that 3-point loss to by the number one team in the country. I can't point to that. But
so you saying that Boise's 3-point loss to Oregon, you saying the same thing I'm saying? It's more impressive than any win Arizona State has.
I do believe that, but I still think I don't. That's so. When we looking at it like that, Raw, we looking at it like that, and coming from that perspective upon this, right? There's really not a on any of the Big 12, but the Big 12, they got some damn good football teams on there, and I don't think that Boise could beat the top 3 teams in the Big 12 right now. I just don't think they could.
I don't know why.
Colorado, Arizona State, and who is it? Is it BYU or
BYU?
I don't think Boise can beat those 3 teams. And they don't have and look, and you're right, they don't have a more impressive win than Boise State's 3-point loss. But I still think that like they played a whole lot of tough more teams than Boise. So if you look at that Boise schedule, like, and we comparing schedules from the Big 12 to Boise's schedule, especially when you look at like I wouldn't say the Colorado schedule because I really like the way that Arizona State, well, they play Wyoming Cowboys that they out of their division, they smashed them 48-7 from the Mountain West. But when you look at Arizona State's whole schedule, I don't think that Boise State comes out if they played their schedule the same way that Arizona State has with just 2 losses.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just asking, bro. But I'm telling you,
No, give it to bro. Give it to me, bro.
That's what. No. I mean, but
for.
that's what they do in the deal. They talk about it all the time. They talk about wins and losses, bro, and how you look. I don't know what to say. That's what they do. What we're literally talking about is what they do.
It's horrible this year.
It
is horrible. Granted, motivated, dedicated. I got you, bro. The Big 12 is horrible, y'all. It's horrible this year. But it was not like that's the thing though. It's like it's crazy to say that it's bad though, because it's like it's bad because the good teams that were supposed to be good are not good. You know what I'm saying?
Which means it's horrible.
But why? You know what? I don't totally agree with that. I don't totally agree with that because the teams that were supposed to be good aren't good. They just didn't show up. Like teams were better than them. Obviously, teams were more talented than them. I guess. I mean, that's what it is, man. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it flipped upside down, like because that's like, all right. I'm gonna try to find a comparison real quick. While I'm sitting here and thinking, I'm gonna think on a comparison and compare this to that we can all relate to out there, because it's crazy to say just because the teams we thought that were supposed to be good aren't good. You know what I mean? So that it's horrible. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like it's just that don't make sense to me. Because you go to Save-A-Lot and buy Velveeta macaroni and cheese, it don't taste like Velveeta macaroni and cheese from Kroger. I don't know.
That ain't the same, bro. That ain't the same example.
I'm just saying, like I'm trying to find a comparison. I'm searching. I'm reaching here. But still, like it just don't make sense to me. Like
okay, but hold on.
You
because
forgetting
you
the comparison. A generic. you brought generic food or you bought some generic something, it don't taste the same as another brand. Like you got to put your own seasoned spices on that thing and work it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It just don't make sense to me. That's how it is to me, raw. It just don't make sense to me.
Okay, but see, remember what we're talking about, right? We are comparing them to their three other peers, and we're describing the distance between how close they are to their peers. So if it's a big distance between your peers, then it's horrible, bro. It's okay. You're just horrible. Bro, if three of your peers is, I ain't gonna say three. If two of your peers is in the 90s, one of your peers is in the 60s, and you in the 50s, bro, that's horrible, bro, in comparison, bro.
You're right.
That's horrible, bro. But that's fine. I mean, let's play this game. I'm good with it. Let's play this game.
I'm crazy. I always got some crazy shit to say, man. I should be named Crazy Trucking. That's what I always got some all the way. Like, it's just.
I'm good, bro. I am good with it, bro. Let me ask you a question real quick.
Yeah.
Let's take Arizona State, Iowa State, BYU, and Colorado. Let's take them 4 teams. Okay. You got them?
Yeah, I got them.
Now I'm gonna ask you a question real quick. That's the 4 best. Obviously, right? I think this should be pretty quick, right? So let's go to the SEC real quick. Those 4 teams, right? Those 4. Remember those 4 now.
They don't stand a chance.
Okay, they beating Texas. Hold on. Are they beating Texas?
No.
Georgia?
No.
Tennessee?
No.
Bama?
No.
South Carolina?
No. Hell
Texas
no.
A&M?
They South Carolina got the most consistent defense in the SEC.
Texas A&M?
No.
Wow. Ole Miss?
No.
Missouri?
No. And I don't think Boise State can beat them teams neither, by the way, but no.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's fine. LSU?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Stop right there. Good. Bro, I'm good with the LSU. Bro, that's fine. I just need to get to a stopping point. So I named 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7,
6, 7, 8. No. I named 8 teams. So the 4 that you're talking about would fall to number 9. They think, in your own words, you said, bro, they ain't horrible. I said, okay, that's cool. They ain't horrible. Fine. Let's see where they would end up at and what you think. You told me I think they would be the 9th team in the SEC. The best. Yeah. So if that ain't horrible, you tell me what's horrible.
Damn. I don't think none of them teams in the Big 12 would have beat none of them teams, though.
But hold on. But okay, well, fine. But if I did Oregon and Ohio State, you wouldn't go to 9.
Oregon and Ohio State.
Right. If I took Oregon and Ohio State, you wouldn't go to 9. Right?
No,
You'd stop before I got to 9. Even if I use Clemson and Miami,
right?
I don't think I would have got to 9.
No.
That's my point. That's my point.
Okay. All right, Ron.
So this is why you get this angst from people like me when I talk about the 12 best. I'm really not carrying the SEC banner. I'm carrying the best teams banner, bro. Don't come talking. Not you, right? I'm not talking to you. I'm just
you talking to me. Let's go.
Don't come talk to me about you deserve to be in the playoffs when none of us believe you would even make it midway in the SEC. You would literally be Florida and Arkansas, but yet Brent Yarmichael is arguing for a bye. Listen to what I'm saying. You just told me Arkansas and Florida and LSU, that's what they are. Yet Brent Yarmichael is arguing for a bye.
Hell no.
Listen, bro, listen. Do you hear that? That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy. Hell no. You can't get a bye. No.
Right. Per Truckin, they the 9th worst group of teams in the SEC, and they think they deserve a bye.
No. Hell no. No.
Well, what we talk with then? Why when we had this conversation, people get so whatever with it?
I think I think it's because nobody's looking at it like that. I just wasn't looking at it like that until you just broke it down to me like that. Until you just gave me the sweet science that you just gave me, I wasn't thinking about it like that. And I think a lot of other people out here is not looking at it from that perspective. So you're looking at it from a whole different point of view on that. You're looking at it as you got a Boise State getting a bye. My teams, a couple teams in my conference would run through the Mountain West. They're not looking at the best teams, and that's what the committee is doing the same way you're doing. So that's what they're trying to explain. You're trying to explain to people, and that's why they're looking at it in that from that perspective. That's why people are looking at it from that perspective the wrong way. You can't look at it like I was just looking at it and thinking about it like, Colorado and who else did I name? Iowa State and Arizona State would win out in the Mountain West and beat a Boise State. We got to compare them to the best teams in college football.
The
in the
best
body of work.
teams.
Teams.
The best teams. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing else, bro. And these scenarios, I don't know what those guys use. They got their own independent way. How it was explained, you get you get a group, they got a committee member, they do blocks of 4. They pick the best 4, right? Out of the 4. And then how that 4 go, then they get their lineup. So right, if they're in this group of 4, one win, then they go to another group of 4, right? That's how they look at them. So
you can't do
but
that.
I'm not naive and dumb enough to also not understand that, hey, you don't want a national sport to become regional. So I get it, right? That's why they got the auto bids, right? So you win the conference, you get in. Because everybody want to feel like they want to have a seat at the table, whether they deserve it or not. I'm good with that. That's why you have yet to hear me make an argument for Alabama to go to the playoffs. You ain't heard me make that argument. Now, do I believe they're the top 12? Yes. But I also believe, bro, once you lose to Oklahoma, bro, you really ain't got no mad argument. And I ain't even mad at you if they kick you out, even though I think you're the best 12. So I'm not gonna fight that argument. I'm not pushing back. All I'm doing is pushing back on some of the other logic out here. Brent Yarmichael, bro. He talked to me like I was dumb, bro. And granted, he wasn't just talking to me, but he was just speaking like, man, honestly, I was hurt for y'all. I was hurt for the listeners. I felt like he thought the listeners was the dumbest people in the world.
And right.
You know what I'm saying? I just felt like he was preying on y'all buffoonery, bro. I felt like he thought y'all was idiots.
And then it don't make it no better,
like that, bro.
And then it don't make it no better for people for that perspective. And you just brought somebody just brought that up in there, and it's like, and then from the SEC perspective that we just measured the whole thing off. Those are the best teams, but when those best teams in the SEC play a Mercer or a Senegal or whoever, you know what I'm saying, it don't make it no better because then you look on our schedule like, well, they played a Mercer and we played our conference. You know what I'm saying? Instead of them picking one of them teams from the Big 12 conference and playing them, they played. But I believe Coach Hayes explained that. So go back and watch yesterday, the other day's live, because Coach Hayes explained that. That's for exactly what this is, for a win to get into the playoffs. Why would you schedule a competition like a BYU or anybody else when you can schedule a Division AA team, give them a couple dollars, get you a win, add to your win totals, and a bye week, so to speak, you know what I mean, and move on from there. It's about the business of it too. So, but that they get to looking at it from that perspective. I'm just saying that's what people out there are screaming. I'm not saying that I'm saying that, but that's what other people are also out there saying. Well, they playing those cupcakes, guys, and y'all playing cupcakes and this and that, but I better have a totally better understanding of it now, though. Most definitely.
Right.
Most definitely.
Right. So, and that's what I be trying to get over to what I try to say about. Well, that's really what I be trying to explain, right? So when we went through that about, saying that group of team finishes at 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess maybe I don't explain it well enough. So when people make the statement that you just made, hey man, they should play some more. They shouldn't play that game that late in the season. And my argument is, well, what difference does it make, right? That's what I generally say. I'm saying that because you just told me that you would rank the best at 9. That means all the rest falls below that, which means that every game, damn near every game in the SEC, right? We're using them for example, is at least minimum, probably 3 or 4 games. Well, probably 4 or 5 games. Minimum, the best of the other Power 4 conference. Every game. Right? I mean, because if you're 9, if you rank them at 9, right? That means everybody, if a team play anybody you had ahead of them, you're saying that they're playing Big 12 conference champs, right? And if they play in the premier of the premier, they're playing national championship contenders. So the majority of the games in the SEC, if you want to look at it, if you want to just kind of make it, a comparison. Okay, well, fine. Okay, I just use a team. So take Ole Miss real quick. So what you just told me, that means Ole Miss played a South Carolina, which is equivalent to a Big 12 champ, LSU, close to the same, a Arkansas, Arkansas and Oklahoma would be a mid-tier Big 12. Georgia is a national champion contender. Florida ended up being a mid-tier Big 12, and Mississippi State on the backside.
Right. You can't. Hey.
So what are we talking about, bro?
I don't know if they understand that, because Nick B obviously. All right, Nick B. He said, how do we know that if they not playing against other scaled conferences and coaches? Like, it doesn't matter. It don't matter because there's a lot to do with that. But I just explained that though. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I quoted Coach Hayes. Like, I think he broke it down the best. Like, it's all about a dub at that point. It's about a dub. It don't matter. It does not matter when I play you. I'm going to beat you. Like, so, like, I
don't think they scheduled that to do that though.
You don't think they scheduled to do that?
Nope. Because it don't matter. Because if you're telling me that, you just told me that I can go. You just told me if I swap that game out with, let's see here, where are we again? Standings.
They probably gonna beat them anyway, Rob.
Right, that's my point. So if they had swapped it out with Utah, you would have no complaints.
Right,
Utah trash.
Beat them anyway.
Right. So what difference does it make? What difference does it make, bro?
It don't, like,
I mean, come on, bro.
Like, it don't matter. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it don't matter. But I was giving him the coach's point of view from that, because I think, like, you know what I mean, from a fan point of view, when you coming at it, it don't matter. They're gonna win anyway. You know what I mean? From a coach's point of view, it don't matter. We're gonna win anyway. So why not go get whoever the fuck, you know what I mean? Give them a couple dollars for their school. Let them travel. Let them come see a big stadium. You know what I mean? They, whatever. What's up, Bishop?
Yeah, what's going on? I see you cooking vittles, so I wanted to see if I could get served.
Yes, sir. What's up?
What's up?
What up?
Hey, it's the moment of truth. All the talking, documentation, beat conversation now.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Hey, Truckin', is Iowa State in the Big 12 championship?
They are. Yes, sir. They are.
Who rode that bus?
I think I was on it with you. Was on it too, right?
Yeah.
You drove that bus and I jumped on it. I think I picked them preseason though. I think so.
Yes, sir.
I think I picked them preseason to get up in there. They got in there by the skin of their teeth.
Skin of their teeth. But hey, it's no good to just get there. You got to finish the job.
But why did they let any of these Big 12 teams beat them though, Bishop? Like, why did Iowa State let any of these Big 12 teams beat them?
I told you before, hey, they play each other so many times that certain systems work better against them. So
it's just like they got the team, man. They got the team, the overall team on all sides of the ball to play,
Yeah. But it's gonna be interesting because Hey.
You think Arizona State gonna win that game?
Oh man, I just wondered if Iowa State can handle that scatterbo.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. You remember they lost their middle linebacker, I think, for the season, and like what was it, like week 1 or week
Week
2
one.
when they played Iowa?
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost their middle linebacker, and that freshman middle linebacker's been playing the whole year. He's grown into that position, but absolutely, absolutely. That staff over there, yeah, man, they got that. I think they got that handily, man. I'm not even
What about you, Rawhide?
Raw just left it for the I think he just left for a minute. He had to go and grab something, but there ain't no
Okay.
doubt they got that one in the bag, man. I mean,
Okay.
you talk
Okay.
about
Which one you
Matt
talking about now?
Campbell, Tyler Mauser, John Heacock, like you talk about that staff over there, like they ain't, I don't know, man. I like what Kenny Dillingham put it together over there. I ain't gonna lie, he put it together over there at Arizona State, but nah,
Yeah. No, it's going to be a good game.
get it.
The one thing I will be assured of is that we have to understand that I don't know. I don't think Indiana is ready for the smoke.
Indiana.
Yeah.
I don't know who we don't know who they playing right now, right? I mean, they're supposed to be playing Georgia, and this is with a Georgia loss. If Georgia loses to Texas, they still playing Indiana.
See. I'm not even going that far. I'm just talking about this weekend.
Oh, this weekend. Indiana's not
Yeah.
playing
No.
nobody this weekend though. They
Okay.
already in the college football playoff. They don't play nobody this week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Indiana don't play nobody this week. They in the college football playoff waiting to play somebody.
It's Oregon and Penn State,
Penn
right?
State. Yeah, Oregon and Penn State.
Oregon, of course, on that one.
Or so you think James Franklin done at Penn State?
What? Done for what?
Do you think he should be done at Penn State?
No.
Nah.
He dropped this game because it really don't mean nothing. That's what you know what I mean. We
No.
No, we ain't saying that.
We ain't saying that. All I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, man, he's a good coach. Who you gonna replace him with to do better?
I don't know. I don't know
Bro,
who you get.
Hey, let me just say this. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of new football watchers, bro. It ain't easy winning 10 games a year. That's not easy, man. That ain't easy, bro. No matter what conference you in, it's not easy. So, if your coach winning 10 games, you better ask Nebraska. Fired old boy after winning 9 games. Then, hey, it took them 10 years, and they still ain't recovered.
Shoot, you better ask CU who KU came up and got in them, man. When they were riding high, man. It's all good.
Boy,
you can't take. Hey, we had no business beating Alabama, but we did.
Yeah, you sure didn't have no business. Hey, but see, that's a failure on Kellen DeBoer. That's a Kellen DeBoer failure, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He ain't, bro. He ain't. Listen, I explained this before the season started. I'm saying it again. Kellen DeBoer didn't know nothing about winning games and still getting talked bad about on the national television. He don't know nothing about that pressure, bro. He don't know nothing about that. Then all of a sudden his ass got in the fire and you see what didn't happen. He hit and miss. Bro, hold on. You can't say it's players because ain't nobody else, ain't but one other team, one or two teams got better players than you. So let's just be honest about it. So it ain't the players. So what else is it then? It's coaching.
Straight coaching.
It's coaching.
Straight coaching.
Right, because ain't no team perfect. Everybody got problems, but Alabama's one of the closest thing to being perfect. But no, Rawhide, a Washington hater. Oh, he don't believe I'm like, bro, I done seen this. I done seen this record before, bro. I done seen it before, bro.
Crazy, man.
You can't put it on. You can't put it on the players on none of these teams. I don't think so. I think a lot of it got to do with coaching. I mean, when you get some of these matchups, but Man,
Yeah.
coaching is everything right now. Do you still think that coaching is overrated in college though? Right at this point, Raw, with the end of you being able to go into the college free agency and get the players you need to fit your scheme. How y'all feel about that, Bishop and Raw?
I always
Man.
thought it was Jimmy's and Joe's, but I think football is
Right.
one of the few sports that coaching matter probably more than anything. This is what, yeah, it
It,
ain't,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
So it's not overrated then to you.
No, it's not overrated, but
no,
what it is it'll expose you if you're not fully functioning, with your being able to manage your team and put the right pieces around you. It would
Mhm.
expose you quick.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro. It took Kirby Smart to beat Alabama. It took Alabama to lose damn near 2 first-round draft picks in order for them to at the wide receiver position in order for them to beat Alabama, bro. It
Facts.
was tit for tat for talent wise.
Yeah.
And coaching, bro. I, bro, it was only 1 year, bro. I can't even think of 1 year, bro. I'll never forget. I bet the fucking house. Y'all remember when Georgia was running through everybody. They're the best thing since sliced bread, bro. They was like, oh my God, it was so great. And people said, Alabama ain't gonna win that game. Oh, Alabama ain't gonna win that game, the championship game. Oh, Alabama. Man, I said, man, I'm betting my house. Man, hey, the line was pretty and everything. Money was going in on Georgia, so I was getting plus money. I was like, yeah, I bet the house. It's like, bro, bro, my thing is, when I saw, I was like, how do y'all even fix y'all head to even think Georgia had a chance of beating Bama? I was just like, bro, I couldn't figure it out, bro. I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, what is it that I see that y'all don't see?
I don't
And
know.
then, bro, it was crazy. It was crazy, bro. I thought, and then in the championship game, had them beat Jameson Williams. Knee went out because they were about to get the doors blowed off of him. They
Yeah.
were about to get the doors blowed off. Georgia was. Jameson Williams got that knee hurt, got out the game.
It changed the whole ballgame.
And if we kind of be honest about it, I know y'all think I hate Kirby Smart, but Ryan Day had his ass too. And it took Marvin Harrison. It took Marvin Harrison Jr. to get hurt for him to win that game.
Facts.
And he only won because the kicker missed the fucking field goal.
Oh man.
Let's don't act like that didn't happen.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. It happened. It definitely happened. I definitely seen that one. Who you think they're gonna run with it this year? You think Georgia got this one this year? Raw?
So what now? Hold on. What?
Y'all think Georgia got it right now?
No, well, originally beginning of the season I picked Ohio State, so I'm sticking with my bet. Even though when I talk about this bracket, I talk about Tennessee. I want Tennessee to beat Ohio State just for the
I do
haters.
too.
Yeah, just for the haters.
I
I
do
just want
too.
Tennessee to win so bad. But outside of that, bro, I picked Ohio State to win the championship.
Yeah, you did. You took them to win it.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I took Ohio State to win the Big Ten, but I'm wrong on that. I can't believe they ain't in there. But
Oh man.
yeah, I got that wrong. But what you getting back, bro? I heard Raw giving out Christmas gifts when Travis Hunter win that Heisman.
Do what?
Oh, you remember that, huh?
Do what now? Do what?
You get a band. You get a
Yeah,
band. You get a band.
Trucker, fuck you, Trucker. You ain't.
Do what now? Do what?
I said I heard Raw.
Hey, I
Raw
heard.
playing
Hey, I heard. Hey,
Raw playing Santa Claus when Travis Hunter
look,
win the
I heard.
Heisman.
Raw's making special gumbo.
Man, listen, bro. They kind of messed that up. I ain't gonna lie. They kind of
Shit.
messed that up, bro. They messed that up for real.
Yeah. What do you think on Notre Dame?
Who, me? Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Depends on who they play. If they had to play Alabama, they're gonna get beaten at dog
Who
walk.
messed it up for everybody, Jack boy? Who messed it up, bro?
You know what I'm saying? So I think Notre Dame can. Hey, if I was Notre Dame, I'd be like, drop me one more seed to 5. If I was Notre Dame, I was like, hey, can I get to 5? What I got to do? What I gotta do to get the 5? Do I need to go ahead and use some recruit tactics and send a whole bunch of young ladies to the committee room? I need to get to 5. I really need to get to 5. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Shoot.
You know, it's crazy because I thought they couldn't be no high. I didn't think they can go no higher than 5. That's what they were saying or something like that. That's why was Clifford still in here or something. They were saying it since noted.
Hey, Miami didn't make it, huh?
Well, they're not in yet.
Can they still get in? Is there outside chance?
I don't think so.
A lot got to happen for Miami to creep up in there. A lot.
I think SMU got to get beat.
Okay.
And somebody else gonna have to get beat. But
Boise.
No, it ain't gonna matter. It don't matter. Just swap. UNLV Boise swap.
Yeah.
I don't think they can get in.
Yeah.
But then that lead. Hold up.
Because the Penn State, Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
That's a wash, right? They both still gonna get in no matter who wins.
Mm-hmm. Right.
SEC, that's a wash. No matter who wins, they both get in.
They both get in there.
ACC, SMU. I still think SMU gonna get kicked if they get dog walked. Mm-hmm. Then in the Pac-12, they ain't even in it now, so they got to win it to get in. So they're gonna get a slot automatically anyway.
Okay, we got a new person up here on the panel. What up, Lexus Driver?
Hello, gentlemen.
What's going on?
How y'all doing?
I know who is this.
I just have 2 quick things. Hey, TruckinChubbzy. First, let me say that. How you been doing?
I'm good. How you been?
Good. It's been a minute. Listen, I just have 2 quick things. If I listen and believe the committee member interview, the chairman of the committee, Miami cannot get in, don't care what happened in that ACC championship game.
Okay.
Because Clemson and the winner of the Big 12 championship game are not top 12 ranked teams. So they're going to have to make room for 2 teams that are not top 12 to get in. And that's actually going to knock the 11th and the 12th team out. Now, I'm quoting the committee chairman member, guys. This is not me talking. And that will knock Alabama and Miami out. Miami is out regardless, and Alabama will be out if Clemson wins, beats SMU. Because they got to make room for Clemson and whoever wins the Big 12. Because, they get that automatic first-round bye stuff to get in. So there is no way for Miami to be in. Miami had one way to be in. Win.
That's it.
Beat Syracuse.
That's it.
Beat Syracuse, you in. They've been showing, the committee been showing Miami love all year. They've been overranking them, if you ask me. It's just my personal opinion. And telling them just win a game. Just win. Don't fumble 2 of your last 3 games, you in. They probably was picked to win the ACC championship and move on. And they fumbled 2 of their last 3 games. So that was their out. I say the same thing about Colorado. Agree with Coach Prime. We had the baby in our hand. We dropped the baby. The baby broke his neck and died. All we had to do is beat Kansas. We in. We ain't got it to hell with what the committee thinks. Beat Kansas, we in. We just stop putting it in the committee's hands and do what you have to do when you have control of your own destiny like that. That is. And then you don't have to worry about what the committee thinks. That's what I say. If you're that good, go win. Beat somebody. That's it. That's all I got.
Hey, I like you. I like you.
I like
that. Thank you, Lexus.
Yeah, you need to come back some more.
You need to come back more.
Yeah, come on back more.
You need to come back some more.
Yeah, Lee, I appreciate you not being intimidated by our panel.
And I want to nominate, last thing, I'm going, I want to nominate Rawhide to go get on the committee, speaking of the committee. I need somebody to say, give me the best 12 teams. And I mean, I'm a Georgia fan, but if that's Georgia, I'm glad they're in it. If it ain't, let them sit their ass at home and watch it like I'm watching.
I like you. I like you. Yeah.
Bring the
She got to get in Discord now.
Yeah, I like you.
She got a free invitation to the Discord.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, man, I like you.
I'm gonna let y'all have it. Y'all, I love it. I'm listening. I'm learning, guys. I'm gonna let y'all have it.
Hey, thank you, Lexus. Thank you for coming in. See, she came up here. Thank you, Lexus. Look at that.
She must listen to you because
Lexus is the oracle of the Rawhide family.
No,
First lady.
Lexus, no, look, look, us, no, man, she be messing with us with Coach Hayes, man. She always
Oh,
listen
that's
to us.
Yes, I
Oh, is
know.
that
oh,
who that
I
was?
Yeah,
Oh,
oh,
okay,
that's
okay,
yeah,
oh,
okay.
that's
All right.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, all right,
yeah.
man. Yeah,
oh, that
yeah,
yeah.
man. She know us from the
she
Coach
be she
Hayes
be the one
shows
that
and
be
all
sweet
that.
talking. And oh, that
Oh, and always, hey, always dropping
oh
jewels. Always dropping jewels.
Yeah,
That's
she
a
did a
yeah.
fact.
good job,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
She better than half of these hard legs that be coming up here. Let me tell you
Oh
that.
Look,
They
that's
don't
that
know.
ain't that what
Oh,
Surfer Boy
man.
boy.
said. Lexus right. He said, y'all know this is Coach Hayes' main squeeze. He gonna be mad with y'all.
Hey.
Man, look, man.
I was the first of the eight. I know what time it is.
Hey, Miss
I like.
Parker.
That
Hey,
ain't
Miss Parker.
Ain't no
No, but
way.
I think, hey, man, she was coherent. I think she explained it well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I I like it,
Absolutely.
bro. I like it,
Yes.
bro. I like
Yes.
it. But I don't know how. I see. I gotta watch that interview again. I've been looking for it.
What is it?
After they give after the
The
poll,
rankings and everything.
right. They ask the director some questions. You
Uh-huh.
got that? You got that, trucking?
No, I don't have that interview.
Yeah,
Y'all,
I
one of
gotta
y'all can
find
send
that.
it to me though. I
Yeah, I
don't I
gotta
don't
find
have
it,
that
bro.
one. I haven't even seen out that new one yet. I had the one from last week, but I didn't have that new one though. So I didn't
Yeah, so
have that one.
I need to watch that again because
Yeah.
so I think he said a few things, right? I think he left the door open for SMU to fall out. I thought he said, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting, and she's right. Miami is kind of screwed, but Miami kind of did it to themselves. You call it what it is. They did it to themselves. That's
Yeah, they
why
did.
you don't hear me fighting for Bailey. You don't hear me Bailey. You don't hear me
Somebody in the
fighting for
back.
my no man
That's
Bailey,
it,
bro.
dog.
Man Bailey, bro. I'm telling you, man. It's time to let me be quiet. But anyway,
Oh,
uh, you don't hear me arguing for Miami and Alabama. I don't argue for them, bro. I don't argue for them because, bro, you lost to Oklahoma. Bro, you
Yeah.
lost to who was the last 13? They lost to Syracuse. Well, Syracuse is a good team, but you ain't been to the playoffs ever. So why is the game not more important than that?
Hey man, I couldn't answer that one. That's crazy. I can't.
Bro, I don't get it, bro. Cam Ward out there just
And I'm trying to look at that video right now, but I'm trying to look at the college football combine. They need to change what they need to. I don't know.
yeah, bro. So anyway, man, it is what it is. It really
Which
falls
one
together.
was it, Raw? What is the
No, it's
title?
the
The
last
name?
poll. No, it's just the last poll. You know what I'm saying? The last poll that came out. You really gotta. It's just the interview at the end. After they released the rankings, they asked him some questions. I hadn't listened to him thoroughly, so I'm interested to see what he says, see what he actually says.
Okay, I guess it may be this one. Let me see. I think I got it. So they're about to go ahead and flag my video for this. So
Do they get you every time?
not all the time. They don't get me. They don't get me all the time. No, they don't get me all the time. But sometimes,
Speed it
most of the
up. Speed it up. Go 1.5.
time, half.
Yeah, speed. Go 1.5 speed, bro.
All right, 1.5 speed. No, they don't get me all the time though.
Mm,
Let me see.
yeah. So Bishop,
What's up?
man, I missed you earlier today. What's up?
Oh man, bro. Shoot. This portal's blowing up.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's that's what I was explaining to Truck. That's why I don't care nothing about bowl games right there.
I'm telling you, hey, that new 105 is showing the truth. There's a lot of teams that having to let go of some players they don't build some time into.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. See, I don't like that, and I don't agree with that, man. I don't like it. And I don't agree with it, but it's all good though. It is what it is.
Well, it's the NFL model.
Yeah, you're
If
right.
you don't adhere to it, you won't be ready for the shift when stuff breaks off. Wink,
So
wink.
so this is why Alabama is ranked higher than Miami in the college football rankings. Is that the one? or is it a different one?
I don't know. You can hit it and see because it's part of the interview. If this the latest one, I don't know if it's the whole interview or not. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the latest one. I believe it came out 2 days ago.
Okay.
Now is the chair of the College Football Playoff Selection Committee, Ward Manuel. So, Ward, let's start with the last team in the cluster of SEC teams in Miami. What gave Alabama the edge over the rest of that group?
Well, Reese, it's good to be with you again. What it came down to is as we evaluated both teams and looked at how they rank, obviously we think highly of both teams, one's at 11, one's at 12. But what it really came down to is Alabama is 3-1 against current top 25 teams, and Miami is 0-1. Alabama is 6-1 against teams above 500, and Miami's 4-2. Both have had some losses that weren't what they wanted out of those games. But in the last 3 games, Miami has lost twice. And so for us, in evaluating their body of work, we felt that Alabama got the edge over Miami.
Well, the body of work is complete for Alabama, for Miami, for Ole Miss, for South Carolina. One more ranking to do. What could change? Could it change? Is it set?
Yes, it could change. It all depends on the outcome of these games. The commissioners have asked us to rank the top 25 through the conference championships, and that's what we intend to do.
Okay.
We have high regard, as I've said before, for those who are playing in those conference championships, and we will closely evaluate those games and the outcome of those games to rank the top 25 on Sunday.
Okay, among that cluster of teams, though, and I'm not talking about all of them or not talking about UNLV or Clemson knocking someone out. Among that cluster of teams, what could happen and why could anything happen to change the order?
Well, it just depends on those who are playing in their conference championships.
But none
how
of those
the
teams are
outcome
playing
of
in
those
the conference championships. You see what I'm saying? None of those teams we're talking about are playing.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes. So those who are not playing, we will not adjust those teams because they don't have another data point, obviously. But in terms of those who are playing, how they'll move, if they'll move at all. If you remember 2 years ago, TCU lost in their conference championship game and didn't move. They stayed at 3. So we could do that, or we could adjust depending on the outcomes of the game.
Okay, so I want to make sure, and I want to give you a chance to clarify to make sure that we're on the same page here. So absent one of the lower ranked teams, Clemson, UNLV, stealing a bid, as it were, then nothing would change that would move Miami, Ole Miss, South Carolina in a different order or ahead of Alabama.
Any team that is not playing right now, we don't have a data point to rearrange where we have those teams ranked. And so that is set in terms of how we see them going into the final week of championship week. There's nothing that's going to change, Reese, for us to evaluate them any differently than we have now. Those teams who are not playing cannot be adjusted in terms of where they are compared to other teams that are not playing. But the championship teams, we will evaluate that data point to determine if there needs to be any movement based on how the performance of the game goes.
Okay, that'll bring.
That's it. That's it.
SMU can fall out of that thing.
That's it. He said nothing gonna change.
No. But he said the teams that's playing, depending on how it plays out,
Mm-hmm.
then they'll make adjustments from there.
Right. Yeah, he did say that. He did that. That was said. He did say that. He definitely did just say that. He definitely did say that.
I think when he talking about teams don't move, I think he was referring to being able to jump Alabama. Remember, Reese kept saying, so can they jump Alabama? He asked about Ole Miss, Miami, and somebody else down there. And he said, no, they don't have another data point. That don't mean they can't move up and down the rankings.
Right.
Because he also came back and said, depending on the championship game, how it plays out, they'll make an adjustment from that. I mean, that is what, I mean, it's right there at the end. You can play it back one more time.
All right.
I think it's probably about, I don't know, about a minute or two from where you stop. Oh, you took it down. Don't worry about it then if you took it down, bro. You ain't gotta worry about it if you took it down. So
any team that is not playing right now, we don't have a data point to rearrange where we have those teams ranked.
Yeah, go
and
back
so
a little bit more.
That is set in terms of how we see them going into the final week.
Sure, and I want to give you a chance to clarify to make sure that we're on the same page here. So absent one of the lower ranked teams, Clemson, UNLV, stealing a bid, as it were, then nothing would change that would move Miami, Ole Miss, South Carolina in a different order or ahead of Alabama.
There you go. See, that's what
Any team that is not playing right now, we don't have a data point to rearrange where we have those teams ranked. And so that is set in terms of how we see them going into the final week of championship week. There's nothing that's going to change, Reese, for us to evaluate them any differently than we have now.
There you go. Is that what you wanted to hear, Rob?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear right there.
Yeah. Nothing changing. Period. It's a wrap. If you ain't in the college football playoff right now, you ain't getting in the college football playoff. If you ain't above Alabama right now, you ain't getting above Alabama. It's a wrap. There's no data points. There's no data. There's no data point or nothing for the committee to go off to judge your body of work to boost you ahead of Alabama at this point in the college football playoff.
There you go. Yeah.
And if you're in the college, and if you're in a conference championship game, they will take that into consideration to even to see what they want to do from that standpoint. But if you're not in the conference, you're done. You're out. Bye-bye. Ranking stay the same. That's the end of that right there. That is the end of that right there. That's the wrap. And we got clarity on that. That's coming from thank you, Lexus, for coming up here. And
but why do you think she said Alabama's out though?
Because if Alabama, because if I don't, you know what? I don't know why she said that, because if SMU loses, right? If SMU loses, then they drop down because they lost their conference championship, and they got to make room for SM to put Clemson in because they won, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they said that they would take that into consideration.
Right.
You know what I mean? They never really said that they would knock them out. You know what I'm saying? They actually never said that, but I'm guessing.
Right. They never said they would.
That's what she meant by that.
They never said they would or wouldn't.
Right. They didn't. They never said they would or wouldn't take Alabama out. They never said that. But I'm assuming that is because if SMU loses, they're 11-1 and they lost their conference championship game. Alabama's already lost, 3 games, right? And then by SMU losing a conference championship game, that puts them ahead of Alabama, which knocks Alabama out of the playoffs because they had to make a spot for SMU and for Clemson. They got to put Clemson in, the winner of the ACC conference.
I didn't hear that though.
I didn't hear that neither. But I'm just assuming that I'm really just assuming. So this is not set in stone, but I didn't hear that neither. But let me play that. Let me play the whole thing because there's still about a whole nother minute to go of it. So let's play it and see if he says something. I ain't got to assume.
You got it? Trucker. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, you couldn't hear it.
He
ain't say nothing. He ain't say nothing, bro.
We didn't even see it. I ain't see it.
We don't have a data point to rearrange where we have those teams ranked. And so that is set in terms of how we see them going into the final week of championship week. There's nothing that's going to change, Reese, for us to evaluate them any differently than we have now. Those teams who are not playing cannot be adjusted in terms of where they are compared to other teams that are not playing. But the championship teams, we will evaluate that data point to determine if there needs to be any movement based on how the performance of the game goes.
Okay, that'll bring some drama on Saturday for sure, Ward. Always a pleasure. Look forward to talking with you on Sunday after the rankings are official and complete. Thanks for being with us.
You on to something with that, Raw, because if SMU wins that game, loses that game, SMU may not even be out neither. They said depending on how the game go.
Right.
Depending on how that game go and how close it is, or if you know what I'm saying, like
or they get dog walk. That's why I said if they get dog walk, I think they're out. That's why I said that.
So they made that. It may not even move.
What do you mean?
Well, the shift, the whole situation with Alabama being knocked out, that may not happen, even if Clemson wins.
Right.
I mean,
right. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, because the way he said it like, if you get dog walk, you can still fall out of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So but Solid, I get what Solid was saying too, though, because he also said that. But again, that's why I was telling Solid context matters.
See,
Mhm.
Reese asked him about what Lane Kiffin said. So he may have just been talking from that perspective when he said that you can't lose your spot if you lose in the championship game, which is a lie anyway, because if Boise State loses, they lose their spot.
Period.
Yeah, they ain't gonna be in the playoffs. They're gonna be
Period.
all the way out, right? So that in itself says that's not true. But I just find it. That's why I think the Clemson game is the most interesting game. Everybody else is fine. That's why.
The Clemson and SMU game, right?
Yeah,
To see
that's
what's
the
going
one.
to happen, and then we'll know exactly what's going on
Yeah, I think that's the most
Sunday.
important game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely is, because then we'll do it, and then on Sunday we'll see what they're going to do, if they're going to keep Alabama in or not. If Clemson wins that game, I'm expecting Clemson to win that game, but
Yeah, me too, bro. Me too,
I'm
bro.
expecting Clemson to win that game most definitely, but I don't know if Law want me to pull that little makeshift 24 playoff bracket up, but I'm gonna pull it up anyway to have a little fun with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull it up anyway, man. I'm gonna get it pulled up here. Just you know what I'm saying? So just to play with it a little bit. Because we always see all of us out here, everybody that's out here, right? And everybody that's watching, we always want more and more teams, right? We like, this team don't deserve to be in there, that team don't deserve, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Law Dog. Law Dog kind of made up a makeshift schedule of what it would look like, the logistics of a 2014 playoff with this year's teams, right? Based off of this year's teams, right? So this what it would look like. You know what I mean? We would have, can you see it, Raw?
Yeah, I see it.
Or do I need to zoom in some more?
No. I see it.
Okay, all right. How I look now? That's too much?
Yeah, no, it's good. You good, bro.
Okay. All right. So that's how it pretty much would look now. So the first round would be UNLV versus Ole Miss, Ohio State versus Army, Miami versus number 20 ranked BYU, number 12 Alabama versus number 21 Illinois, number 15 and Clemson versus number 18 South Carolina, number 10 Tennessee versus number 23 Colorado. And then taking, you know what I mean, the winner of that game would be playing Boise. As y'all can see, the winners would be playing the next teams up. You see them. Iowa State would be playing Missouri, and Indiana would be playing Syracuse. And the winner of that game would be taking on SMU. Now, based off of this, like, is this something that you would want to see, Raw, or you just think like they did too much adding the 12 in as it is?
4, 8, 12. So you talking about one more game?
This 24.
Yeah, no. Yeah, right. So you're talking about one more game. I'm thinking about how many games the team's got to play. I'm good with that. I am perfectly fine with that. If they make the conference championship games, no, I ain't fine with that either, though.
So you got to read the schedule, because it said you got to read the bottom too. So let me read the bottom, because that puts a little bit more context on it. So the top 16 host schools are first and second place Power 4 teams. The second highest ranked G5 teams at number 2, right? Number 2 is the highest ranked G5 teams, and the 6 wild card teams. So there's and 6 wild card teams. 5 highest ranked conference champions get the first round bye. 3 auto bids for the what did it say at the bottom? I can't see the bottom right there.
I can't either.
All right. So 3 auto bids for each Power 4 conference, on campus games until the semifinals, and the rankings are done by the BCS and not the TV executives. All right. So let me repeat that again, because I stumbled like crazy on that. So the top 16 host schools are first and second place Power 4 teams. The 2 highest ranked G5 teams and 6 wild card teams. 5 highest ranked conference champions get the first round bye. 3 auto bids for each Power 4 conference. For each Power 4 conference. That's all 4 of them, or 5, whatever, how many they got. Well, I think they got 4 now, right? So then it's on campus games until the semifinals, and the rankings are done by the BCS and not TV executives. First of all, I love it. And shout out to my man Law Dog, man. I gotta give him a round of applause, man. Big one, man.
I don't like
I gotta give it to Law Dog, man. I gotta give it to him.
I don't like it.
Why? In March Madness? What up,
Yeah,
vacationing with the kids? What up?
To be honest with you, yeah, I kind of agree with KMS. But if I don't like, okay, fine. If you're gonna do 24, then I say all 10 conference champs get a bye. I mean, not a bye, but all 10 conference champs auto. If you're gonna do 1 through 24, I say so every conference championship gets in. After that, then we going straight March Madness. Now you pick, what's that? That's 10, so that'll be 14 slots. You pick your best 14.
We headed this way, believe it or not. I think Lexus is back though, Raw. Not to cut you off. What's up, Lexus?
Hey guys, I just kind of wanted to answer the question that I stated. I saw on a different interview. First of all, that was the interview I was talking about. It was like pulling a wisdom tooth to get it out of that committee member. So shouts out to the interview to say, spill it, speak it out, say it, boy. What is the deal? But I saw another interview. God, I can't remember her name. And they was having a debate about who deserved to be in over Miami and why was Alabama above Alabama. And they even talked about Clemson, not Clemson, I'm sorry, South Carolina and all of that, and Ole Miss. So they was having this debate. And this lady said, after speaking to the committee, I don't know if she was on the committee or she just spoke to them. After speaking to the committee, we can stop fussing about whether or not Miami deserves to go in over Alabama, because if Clemson beats SMU, because Clemson is not a top 12 team right now, ranking wise, and neither one of the Big 12 teams are top 12 ranking wise. So whoever win that one, that will mean 2 spots will be there. And so she said the 11th and the 12th ranked team will get kicked out anyway to make room for those 2 spots. The ACC victor and the Big 12 victor. And the 11th and the 12th team is Miami and Alabama. So that's why I mentioned Alabama could potentially be out as well. Yeah. Because of course the big fuss has been, does Alabama deserve to be in over Miami? I think they do, because I just think they're the better team, period, point blank. But anyway, that was the argument. And that's when she made that statement. While we're arguing about this could be a moot point if Clemson beats SMU, because both of them going to be out. Is what she said. Okay. And she said that after speaking, according to her, to the committee members, and God knows I can't remember her name. I'm trying to find the interview myself, so if I find it, I'll put it in the chat. But that's where I got that scenario from. We only God knows, and we'll find out what's going to happen, right? But I'm listening to the people that supposed to know at least. You know.
Right. So what you think of this? What you think of this 2014 playoff? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead. What's your question, Rob?
Is her name Heather Dinich? Was that her name? Lexus?
Say it again.
Was her name Heather Dinich?
Let me see. Let me Google that quick.
A little white girl. A little white young woman.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Heather Dinich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brown hair, brunette. I guess. Yeah.
That's what she said, guys. We can stop arguing this point because it'll be a moot point if Clemson wins, because we got to make room for 2 teams that are ranked below 12. And that would knock out the 11th and the 12th ranked team. That makes common sense, yes. But she was talking like she kind of knew that because of conversations with the committee. So, but I don't know all about all that. But yeah, that's her.
Yeah, that's Heather Dinich. Yeah, she be on it most of the time. She be on it.
Most of the time I listen to her. She, you know, you can kind of tell she know what she's talking about, and probably got some insight, if you will, to speak to people like committee members and things of that nature, which is why I listen to her. But yeah, she was saying we can stop arguing, guys. I was just trying to argue with y'all for fun, but this is gonna be a moot point if Clemson wins. That's what she was saying.
All right, it makes sense. And vacationing with the kids. Hook me up with one of them vacations, man. Me and my wife need to go on a vacation.
I think you must have. I think you probably was watching Get Up. Was you watching Get Up?
I don't know if she was watching Get Up or not.
God, what was the name of it? That's my problem, guys. I watch too many. from Stephen A. to
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all
running
good.
together.
It's all
It's all
good. I was gonna
good.
go back and look at it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all good. That's all good. All right. It is what it is. Hey, you need to come on
Yeah.
the panel more. Like Ali, I gotta keep telling you that so you can come on back.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
keep on
sweet. I
coming up
appreciate
here.
it.
Yeah, come on.
I
We like you
appreciate
up
you
there.
guys. I appreciate it, guys, but I get it that it's sports, and I always say my brothers know these sports, so that's how I learned. I learned starting with my own brother, and then I listen to guys that know the game or have coached the game or whatever you've done, played the game, and know it much better than I. So y'all teaching me. So I appreciate the time being on here.
Hey, I appreciate
man,
you
we
too for
appreciate
coming
you,
up.
man.
You come on the panel. We always learning everything from everybody.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and it's for good discussion, no matter what happens, right? We ain't gonna know what's gonna happen till it happens, but
right,
it's a good discussion piece,
it
nonetheless.
definitely is a good conversation piece. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Who's your team, Lexus?
I'm a Georgia fan through and through. I'm an original peach. I mean, I nothing but juices and berries here, honey. Peach
Oh,
to the bone.
okay. So you
And
want to? Okay.
And in addition to that, I have a nephew. I have 7 nieces and nephews, but this one got me wrapped around his finger, and he's a UJ alum. So I mean, even if I wanted to stop cheering for Georgia, like I have quite often this year, I couldn't because he would kill me. So I have to hang in there because of him. And we be chatting back and forth because I be telling him I be trying to find out ways Bet can come up missing, so they'll let another quarterback play, and stuff like that. But I better not say that on YouTube. Just joking.
You gonna have
Somebody hear me that shit hear that. But anyway, yes. So yes, that's my team. But listen, there's several teams I like. I actually like Miami. I'm a big Coach Prime fan, which in essence makes me like Colorado. I'll be honest, I wouldn't watch not one game Colorado play if it weren't for Coach Prime. I'm just keeping it real.
It's all
Just
good.
keeping it real.
Us too. Yeah, us too.
So, but I like Colorado because of Coach Prime. I've been a Coach Prime fan since the child was playing. And so I really hated that he's not been in the Big 12 championship, because we got to admit, at least it'll be more exciting to watch it if he was in it, if nothing else. But but again, like he said we dropped our own ball. So I ain't blaming no committee. I ain't blaming nobody but us. So I think Miami need to take that chill, swallow that bitter pill and say the same.
That's Coach Hayes boo talking.
Before you leave, I gotta ask you a question though. I mean, you said you said you're a Coach Prime fan. Why you listen to the biggest Coach Prime hater, from what I heard, on YouTube?
You think that you really do think Coach Hayes hate him? I don't.
Oh my God, I'm talking about myself. You mean tell me? I think I surpassed Coach. I think I surpassed Coach Hayes.
Really?
Man, I got folks plotting on me, so I know I didn't pass Coach Hayes.
Well, the last time I didn't talk to somebody because somebody else didn't like him, I was 2. So I don't trip about that kind of stuff. If I enjoy you, I'm gonna watch you no matter what nobody else feel about you. And if I don't, I won't, no matter what nobody else feel about you. That's all. I like your insight, Rahad. I think you just kind of like me, just play the freaking football game and
just play the game. Yeah, there you go.
And that's it. I mean, it really ain't that deep. Unless we got all this other stuff is just conversation pieces, and the reason why a show like this is so successful. So I get that. But at the end of the day, when the rubber meets the road, that's all I want to see. Like I said before, I'm a huge Georgia fan. I mean, you talk about Georgia, we are going to fight. But if they're not the top 12s, they let them sit home with me and watch the other ones play. That's just how I get down. Say the same thing about Colorado, because I love Colorado because of Coach Prime. I respect Miami. I don't have nothing against them. They ain't done nothing to me. So if they got in it, I'm good. I'm good. Just win, though. And if you don't win,
you from Georgia too?
Yeah, I'm a original Georgia piece, like for real.
Okay.
So I can't cheer for nobody but Georgia. I mean, I actually like Georgia Tech. I don't have no problem with them. I ain't gonna say it too loud because my nephew might hear me, but I like Georgia Tech. I ain't nothing against them. They ain't done nothing to me. I just don't. There's one game a year I want them to lose, and that's when they play Georgia. I don't care if they win the rest of them. I can care less. So that's how I feel about it. I just like to see really good football, competitive football. And of course, I want Georgia to win every single time they play. I know that's impossible. That's not going to happen. But if they don't, they played a good game. I still show them some love and support them.
Yeah,
man. She make you smile. She got that voice that make you smile. That's why Coach Hayes always smile when Lexus come on. She make you smile. She make you feel good.
Well, I thank y'all. I appreciate you guys for letting me on. Thank you, Rawhide. I know this is your show, so I thank you.
No,
and
it's trucking. It's
Truckin' Chubby and
trucking.
everybody. Oh, I'm sorry, Truckin'
No,
Chubby. I
no,
apologize.
it's raw. It's raw. It's raw. It's raw.
Okay. I
He
thought I
put
saw
me.
your
He
name.
put
Like,
me on. He
whoever. I
put me
thank
on.
both of you gentlemen. Thank both of you for allowing me to get on and give my little
Oh,
2 cents, because that's really all it is. It don't matter what none of us think at the end. Is when
it
they.
sure
That's why I
don't.
tried to listen to that committee member, because it does matter what he think. Unfortunately,
Absolutely.
unless some of these teams get out there and take what they want, the committee gonna decide. So
Facts.
I say go take it. You know.
Absolutely.
Facts.
And that's why that's another reason why I want UNLV to win. They quarterback from Atlanta, Georgia, the running back from Atlanta, Georgia, and the wide receiver, Ricky White from Marietta, Georgia.
Okay,
Georgia.
A in the building. Okay, well, I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna watch them all, guys. I like to watch football when I don't have no dog in the fight, really, because that keeps my nerves settled, and I can just watch and enjoy and just hope for a good game. And whoever wins, congratulations.
Mhm.
That's it. You know.
That's
So,
right. That's right. Thank you for coming up, Lexus. We
all
appreciate
right,
you.
all right, guys.
I appreciate
All
you.
right.
You're welcome anytime.
Yeah, see, Trucker,
Look.
you need more of that. See, I knew when I link up with you, we get some more profound people to come on the panel, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what you figured?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You had to clean me up. You know what I'm saying? I got. Hey, never mind. I ain't gonna say that out loud. But yeah, bro. yeah, bro. Yeah,
Oh man, that's crazy.
yeah. But hey, back to your thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
No, that's
Change
Law
it.
Dogs. The Law Dog
Yeah,
made that. I
Hey,
credit the
change
Law
it.
Dog.
Yeah, change it to first off, eliminate the P's and the G's. Change to the 10 conferences, 10 conference champions. You get automatic berth, and then the next 14, you pick your best 14.
Out of the rankings.
Yeah, whatever rankings you choose or whatever you see. As a matter of fact, but it ain't rank based. You just pick your best 14.
Okay. Cause this is pretty much where we're headed. Like we're headed down this path. Like I can see this happening. I could see this happening. Like I mean I don't think it's too far fetched. They already want to add 2 more teams next year, correct?
Yeah, supposed to go to 14.
Yeah, they want to go to 14. Like they want to go to 14 next year, and then then the same thing will happen next year. The number 15 and 16 team will be on the bubble because of a loss or whatever else, and then we'll be wanting to add 2 more. So I mean, why not just go to 24? And that's the top 25. Let the top 24 go ahead and play for and see who that's gonna get to the title and get a bye weeks to the conference champions, to the Power Four conference champions. I like the way he put this together, and obviously he thought it through. For those who just joined, I will read the rules again. Credit the Law Dog. I'm gonna read the rules again because just to put in a little bit of context for y'all out there while y'all looking at this 2014 layout. So the top 16 host schools are first and second place Power Four teams. The 2 highest ranked G5 teams and 6 wild card teams, right? 5 highest ranked conference champs get a first round bye, 3 auto bids for each Power 4 conference, and on-campus games until the semifinals, and the rankings will be done by the BCS and not the TV executives. And Law Dog made this. Shout out to Law Dog. He need to go ahead and send that in to the College Football Playoff Committee, man, and had him look at that. And pretty good logistics there, man. It looked like you've done this before, dog. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I like it though. I like it, but I like also I like Raw's idea too though. Like all 10 conferences, if they went out, the MAC and everything.
Bro, you ain't gotta give me no participation trophy. You ain't gotta like mine, bro. You ain't gotta just give me a participation
I ain't gotta give you no participation trophy. Hey, y'all be with that, nigga. I don't like giving participation trophies. I don't like that. I don't like no participation trophies at all. No, but shout out to Law Dog, man. He put the thought up in that, man. He put the context on it and everything, man. Lexus, man. Man, y'all try to steal Lexus from me, man. Coach Hayes, he just came over here. But no, Lexus, Go up in the Rawhide family Discord. So you go to Raw. So Lexus,
No,
what you would
that
do?
don't work no more.
It don't work no more like that. Oh, okay. Oh man. So how you get in the Discord then? Put it,
I
put it,
ain't figured
hey,
it out
put a
yet.
link on the chat, Nicole
I
C for
ain't, I
Lexus,
ain't,
so she can get linked up with the Discord.
it ain't no link. I ain't really figured out how I don't do that, bro. Be honest with you.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know how we gonna get her in the. I don't know how.
Yeah,
But
I ain't figured out how either though. Be honest with you,
okay.
because I think
There's
they're
some
gonna slowly.
technical
I think they're gonna.
difficulties.
Well, you know how people get in, right? You get in, you become a member, you get in, right? Since I don't have
Mm-hmm.
membership no more, right? I ain't got that.
Right.
So the deal is, if you're a member, then it's probably gonna slowly start eating people away, right? Because they ain't a member no more because they don't have that ability. So I got to figure it out, bro. I ain't figured it out.
Mm.
You know.
Well, I could let you borrow mine, and then we could like split it, like you know what I'm saying.
No, you gotta
Hey yo, that's why. Hey yo, I'm telling you, bro. That's why.
Hey man, look how slow Nicole C think I am. You see her little comment. She's like,
Yeah.
I know you dumb, so ain't really to help you. Translate. Let me translate for y'all. That's what that means.
Nah, but you should be able to just like search you up on the Discord though. You should be able to do all that through the Discord though. You should. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to search Rawhide Media for you on the Discord. Download the Discord app. Search your name up and all that. But I don't see how.
And I gotta get, and I do gotta get it going because we starting to have love connections in the Discord. So.
Oh yeah.
Bro. As a matter of fact, bro, you know what I'm saying? I don't give me a show. I'm turn that Discord and love connection, bro. I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna start charging y'all for love matching advice. So I don't know. I think I'll give you. I think the price gonna be though 5 minutes, $5. If you call in and you need 10 minutes of conversation, it's $20.
Oh boy. Oh
yeah,
boy. They got they got something like that right now, bro.
Bro, I'm finna start charging y'all for this, bro. Yeah,
bro, they got something like that right now.
Do they?
Yeah, they got an app like that right now where you can for sure. You can go up on there. You can charge people for these little consultations.
Yeah, bro. I charge y'all for these consultations, bro. That's the word I'm looking for. I like that. Consultations. Yeah, I like that, bro. So, yeah.
And don't forget to leave a gratuity.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna do that, bro. Bro, I'm too good at this, bro. I'm too good at this.
And gratuities.
Yeah, bro. Like, look. One of my pride and joys over there right now, typing back to back. That's costing me, bro. It's costing me.
Oh man.
Somebody need to give you some credit, bro. Hey, I'm begging for. Hey, listen. I ain't gonna act like I ain't begging for attention. Yeah, I'm begging for some credit, bro. I need y'all. I need some pats on the back.
Oh man. Hey, I pat you on the back. Hey, all right. Hey, Raw, I appreciate you, dog. Like, I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, putting me on out here. I don't know if I ever told you that live, but I mean that though, bro. I mean that. I mean that. I appreciate you putting me on like that, you know what I'm saying, and helping me build up an audience out here on YouTube, man. I appreciate that, bro. I mean, I want to get too soft and sentimental because you know I'm hard.
Yeah. I feel awkward right now. I don't know what to do, man. Why I feel like I need to punch my dog or something. Bro, listen here, bro. Hey, listen. Boy, you crazy. Anyway, so yeah, that's all good though. I'm telling you, listen. I'm gonna get some people married in that Discord, bro. I'm just here to tell you, bro. That's how good I am.
Jack Boy finna put a ring on something? Jack Boy.
I'm just telling you, bro.
Who you on, Jack Boy?
Bro, I don't know, man.
Oh man, I know JB didn't even pop up. It's funny how JB didn't pop up on the show until he heard Lexus talking on here. He when he hear the mature women talking, huh? It's like,
you crazy. Cut that out. Cut that next time. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That was not me.
Oh man,
Trucky, I'm gonna let you be my first client because clearly I'm gonna help you not make some of the mistakes, bro. I'm gonna take care of
all right. I got you, bro. I need it, bro. Consultation fee. All right. What's the fee? He said that
Yeah.
was some of the mistakes. What I done did
Yeah,
now,
bro. Nothing, bro. Nothing, bro.
what I did now, Raw.
Nothing. We'll talk about it later.
Oh man, I done did it.
Oh.
I done did it. I done did it, huh?
JB crazy, bro.
I done did it now.
But anyway, man, I'm pretty good, bro. I think I'm pretty good, man.
I'm good too, man. I'm good too up on here, man. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody coming and kicking, man. Y'all make sure that y'all subscribe to my channel, man. Go subscribe
Yeah.
to my channel right
And
now,
join
man.
the Chubby's membership too, man.
You know what I'm saying? Link up, man. Support
Y'all
the
ain't got
boy
nothing
up
else to
on here.
do. I ain't live like that. So I mean not live, but you know what I'm saying.
He live.
I do this.
He
I do
live.
this. What I mean is I do this for free. So that's straight. So hey,
He
y'all
live,
go,
man. But hit the cash out then.
y'all
Hit
go.
that cash out for Raw, man.
No, all that's good. I'm just saying, y'all go support trucking, man.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all up out here, dog. Y'all know what it is, fam, man. Those that be in the Discord, I see y'all there, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man, and love up out here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, yo, shout out to Law for making it the college football playoff, man. I think we made it. Hey, thank you again, Rob. Appreciate you, bro.
No, appreciate you, man.
All right, man. To the next one. Never the check predict. Peace. We out of here.